Right, here we go. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am now live, I do believe. So, hello. I hope you're doing very good. As today we have a very special thing ahead of us. Welcome, everyone. Yes, it's a lovely day because today we are playing Homeworld free. Now, this is a very special stream. It is sponsored by the publisher Gearbox and the actual developers of Homeworld free, and we are going to be hanging out, playing the game, and I'm going to be showing off as much as possible over the next 3 hours. Now, I effectively went to Gamescom last week. Don't worry, I've got much to talk about in terms of Gamescom. We'll be talking about all the games I saw, all of the various exploits and gubbins I got up to, as well as also showing off this game and having a chat about it. Now, the reason we're doing this as a stream, despite the fact that every other creator involved in this campaign did it as a video, is because I like live streaming. Well, no, of course I like live streaming because it means I get to hang out with you, chat, and it's wonderful. Look, there's someone's first stream. Drumbeats, hello, welcome. It's your first stream, so it's nice to have you here. I hope you're having a lovely time. So, and yes, Thomas, I can say hi to you. Hi, chat. I decided to do a stream rather than a video because yes, it does pay less than a video. Sponsors pay more for videos, that's fine. But I find that generally in streams I'm able to show off a game better. And, a game that other people haven't played or wouldn't know how to play. A game like, say, Starfield is a good one for, say, a video because most people would know how to play Starfield. But a lot of people don't know how to play Homeworld free. And the developers have done some things to make Homeworld free more accessible than the previous games. It can be as inaccessible as the previous games if you want it to be, and that's completely fine. If you're like me, you love the nightmares that were the previous games because they did some brilliant things. I'm going to explain the Homeworld story a little bit because it's very funny. Homeworld 1 is the story of effectively a tribe on a planet that has just gone out into space, and then the spaceship is a giant carrier called the Mothership, and it is led by a woman called Karen, and that is Space Karen. Space Karen then goes on an adventure after having her entire civilization destroyed, and does a brilliant job of destroying all of the balance and power of the galaxy. She truly says, "Can I see the manager of the universe?" Then just kills the manager of the universe and becomes the new manager. That is Homeworld 1. Homeworld Origins, well, not Origins, what's the there's a weird game between Homeworld 1 and 2 whereby it's basically Homeworld 1, that's right, it's Cataclysm. Homeworld Cataclysm then comes out, which is basically like, okay, what if we had the Homeworld universe and then we just said, let's add the Flood from Halo. And that's what they do. And the game becomes an RTS horror game for one series. And it is kind of terrifying and amazing at the same time. It's really good. But Karen's not in that one, kind of. So it doesn't really count. Then Homeworld 2, Space Karen's back on Karen Adventure. And now we get to Homeworld 3. Now, we're not going to be looking at any of the story today. But Space Karen is around. And from what I know, is Space Karen has gone on an adventure. Actually, do I have a document which explains this? Maybe. Kind of. Space Karen is on an adventure again, and there's more characters in the story. Space Karen is joined by various sidekicks on an adventure, and I don't even know who the big enemy is in the game because they wouldn't tell me. No matter how much I almost got the lead writer at Gamescom to spill all of the beans because myself and Potato McWhiskey backed him into a corner and there was not someone from Gearbox present to silence him, and we just got him talking about everything. It was brilliant. It was really, really fun. There's just a magical thing about going to Gamescom and talking to developers. So yes, welcome to the stream. If you are excited, give it a like. If you've never seen Homeworld before, don't worry, I'll hold your hand. If you've never seen a space game before, I don't know what you've been doing with your life. If you've never heard of Space Karen, it's fine. She's effectively become the god of this universe, and that's who we're going to be fighting for in terms of my like belief system. Okay, she's basically like an inhuman AI at this point, but she's wonderful, and she wants the best for civilization. Maybe, maybe, kind of. Anyway, welcome to the game, and we are going to be playing a very special game mode now. All Homeworld games are built upon several key pillars. The key pillars of the story and the campaign, and then the skirmish. And for this game, Homeworld 3, they decided to add a third gameplay pillar, which is a wonderful little thing called the War Games, which is what we're going to be messing about with. The War Games are effectively where they have converted the game into a roguelike dungeon crawler in space, whereby you go for a series of missions with your fleet, progressively getting harder and harder, and in each mission you're like building up resources, gaining artifacts for modifiers and so on, and then moving on to the next one. And that is the joy of War Games. And as a person who enjoys a lot of roguelikes, it's my cup of tea. I won't lie. I do happen to have a lot of roguelikes under my belt, chat. It is just the way it is. Thank you very much, Hixion Reaper, as well, for that very generous donation. And, oh my goodness, a bunch of gifted memberships, you kind souls. You didn't have to do that. Thank you very much, Marcour. You lovely, lovely, lovely bugger. Our super chat said, how perfectly balanced is this game, Spiff? Well, don't worry, we'll be getting into that. Now, a few discretionary notes. This game is an alpha, and when we were sat down with the developers, they were very proud of two new additions. Addition number 1, they've added physical objects into space, because the one great thing about Homeworld is, unlike most space games, it's not on a flat disk whereby you're playing on land, but it just looks like there's space beneath you and above you. You just all fight on one flat level. Now, in Homeworld, there is up and down, which means you can just go above your enemy, you can go beneath your enemy. And now they've added physical objects. You can just go behind an object and then ambush people, which is, you know, pretty cheeky and very fun. It's a nice feature. But they then also added all of the projectiles are now completely hit scan. So, sorry, not hit scan. They're all tracked. It basically means that every single bullet that is fired from your ship is accounted for, flies across space, and then hits another enemy. I know. And that means that if the enemy moves, it misses. If it hits an object in the way, it misses, and that's it. That's the joy. But of course, if it does hit, it hits and it does damage. This, of course, creates a few minor balancing issues, and because we're playing the alpha of the game, it's very nice that the developers decided to hire me to effectively do some paid QA testing live, as I've been dabbling in this bad boy. I think most people who've done videos, they probably will have had like 30 minutes to an hour in the game. I've had 30 minutes of Gamescom and then like about 4+ hours of just dabbling with this to see what I can do. So yes, that's where I've been messing about. Cloaking Silver, thank you very much for $5 US. Why do I suddenly feel like Spiff is going to make use of kinetic weapons, just eating asteroids at peeps? God, that would be amazing. Yeah, as far as I'm aware, you cannot currently yeet an asteroid at someone. I would love that. Ask the enemy to stop moving when you shoot. Oh, Rene, what a brilliant idea. If only it could be like Napoleonic warfare, where everyone just like stood in a line and faced each other and then fired all in one go. That would be absolutely wonderful. Anyway, I'm going to create a custom lobby. There we go. I can make it public. It's fine. No one else is playing it other than me at the moment. All is good. So welcome to the game, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I mean, this is the lobby for the War Games. the way the war games work is you basically pick a fleet going into it. I've unlocked the fleets, but by far the most powerful one is the reconnaissance fleet. I'll explain why in a bit. But in here I can customize my lovely ship, and you know, that can be finding some good colors for them, or just picking an actual fleet preset. You know, you can go for the Higaran, you can go for the various Kifs, you can also just go for Gearbox. That's completely fine. Or just, yeah, the Taidan. If you just want to go straight Taidan, you can. I love the Taidan. No one else does. But for today's like readability purposes, I feel like one of these has some really good readability. Who is it? Actually, to be fair, the red actually is usually quite good and readable. But no, because the enemy's red as well, so you don't really... Well, I set the enemy colours to be red. That's kind of on me. Let me go for you guys. There we go. Yeah, I think that basically makes us pop. Union Jack, baby. I suppose we could make like a Union Jack. Like we could... We'd have to like upload our own emblem into the games folder on my PC, which, considering it was in alpha, I didn't necessarily want to dabble with, but we could do that. I just also have just like a big old 15, just a big old V. Let's go for the big old V. There we go. Welcome. What factions are playable? In the war games, it is literally just the base faction of the game, the Higaran fleets. So yeah, in terms of the war game fleets that are available at the moment, it is Strikecraft fleet, which is basically like the default one that you start unlocked with, and then you have to unlock the others. This is literally just like a carrier, some resources, and some balance stuff. You start with 3 artifacts, and the artifacts aren't very good. Reconnaissance fleet is you start with a bunch of resources and a smaller fleet, so the logic is you just build up your own fleet from there. But you start with 2 artifacts, and you get to pick them, which is the key thing here, because artifacts are the modifiers that you hold through the missions, and they can stack, and they can increase, and I've done some really stupid things with them, including turning the tiny pathetic Recon ships that are literally meant to be pieces of paper that move very fast into long-range nuclear missile torpedoes. And they are insane because they move incredibly quickly, and I got their range up so that they could pretty much hit a quarter of the entire map, which made them by far the longest range weapon in the entire game. Anyway, there's also the bomber fleet. They have torpedo frigates. I find that torpedo frigates are literally the worst because they fire a bunch of torpedoes that move very slowly, and most people just move out the way. It's like, oh, there's some missiles. I've dodged them. I've dodged them all. So yeah. Reconnaissance fleet it is. Now, we're probably going to deliberately lose our first game because I'll be playing it very slowly. War games is designed to be played with between 1 and 3 people. If you're playing it with 1 person, it is very challenging because the more people you have, the more micro you can do, the more specialization you can do. Whereas if you're playing with just 1 person, it's just you. It's very challenging to even beat like multiple missions here. But we're going to do it together, chat. We believe in each other. You believe in me, I believe in you. Hixion Reaper, do you plan to do a mass play for this with members? Oh, that could be a good idea. Yeah, we could do like a large multiplayer game. Yeah, I know their plans for the skirmish of this game are very good because, like, when a game's going to be good when the developers are like, yeah, we've focused on actually making the game very moddable, which is what they've done, and they have kind of like a partnership with Mod.io in order to basically, when the game launches, it's going to take like 5 seconds for someone to make their own map, missions, campaign, you name it. You can make your own ships, all of that, and consequently, you could see some very silly game modes. It would be very fun if this was treated in the same way that, say, Warcraft was, whereby people are able to turn Homeworld 3 into effectively a tower defense game. That would be hilarious. I would very much enjoy that. Yeah. Don't forget Deserts of Kharak. Oh yeah, Deserts of Kharak is indeed a game, and speaking of which, it's actually free to play on the Epic Games Store at the moment. That's right, I think until the 31st you can play Deserts of Kharak, which is this game if you couldn't go up and down because you're in sand, okay? sand game. It's space sand. Reality Veal. Will this ever be demoed to the public, or is this a YouTuber only thing? There is a closed alpha I know that they're doing in their community, but this is, as far as I'm aware, a YouTuber only thing, and most YouTubers I don't think have access to it anymore. It's literally just me, because I was like, hey, I want to do a stream, not a video, and if I'm doing a stream I have to do it back in my house. Let me go home. And they were like, fine, cool, when you're back in the UK. I'm like, this day. And so they gave me until the 2nd of September, but I wanted to get this done now and show it off. Is there space T artifact? I hope there is, but I doubt there is, and so I will have to ask them to add it. T for the T God. Thank you, Jess Stewart, for that lovely donation. Right. Away we go. So welcome into the game. We're literally going to load in with just a carrier. We won't even have a mothership, which means we can't even build the biggest ships in the game, as this is kind of like a light roguelike adventure, is how I would describe it. So we load in with our shippy doodah. Hello, shippy doodah. You lovely, lovely shippy doodah. Yes, look at you. I might need to actually enable some VSync options, I realize, because otherwise I'm going to have some issues. Vertical VSync. Turn that bad boy on. Frame rate limit to 60, please, because that's all YouTube's getting, my friend. There we go. Apply settings. Lovely. Much smoother. Right, so yeah, this is my lovely little carrier. We have some missions, but effectively we have a resource controller. This guy is an undefended potato, and he wants to go over here and harvest some resources. There are already some like tiny little starting enemy ships, nothing big, just some fighters, kind of like standing around the resources, but we need to go and harvest them for some money. And unlike most space games, you can go up and down. This is very, very important, because I can just attack from the sky, because of course if I attack from here, they're currently behind cover, that enemy. However, I can select all of my fighters, I can get them to move, and I can just go doop 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 doop. You're going to go 3 kilometers up into the air, fly my lovely pretties, fly fly fly. They literally just go up into the sky. This is why playing it in multiplayer is hilarious, because you can just bamboozle your friends, because they're like, where's your fleet? And the answer is it's like 50 kilometers into the air. And so yeah, now that I'm up here, I can just go, right, you're going to like strafe in above, and you're going to attack like so. And okay, we'll get a little nice zoom in. Come on, my lovely boys. Yes, 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 yes. And there we go. So we do some strafing drive-bys. We've got to turn around. Actually, you know what? Let's do a little delta formation. There you go. Get that banking out. Good job, my boys. Good job. And there we go. So we're going to blow up some enemy ships. All that lovely jubbly. And whilst they're fighting, we can immediately send off our resource collector to go collect some resources. But anyway, more importantly, artifacts. These bad boys are very good. And already we've got a really nice one. In fact, 2 really good ones. The Recon Ranger pattern increases the Recon damage by 200%, hull and vision by 50%, and speed by 20%, but it reduces armor. Now, this is very good, because it basically means that our little Recon boys are very, very, very powerful indeed. This other upgrade here is useless and not very good at all, actually. I'll just go for the assault frigate upgrade. But yes, this basically means that we are now going to be able to clear the entire first section of the game using the cheapest unit in the game, which is the Recon Strikecraft. It is a terrible little ship that isn't meant to do anything. However, I am going to pump out a lot of them and then use them to smash the enemy. Right, there we go. Okay, my little boys. Fly my pretties. Now, they are made of paper. However, they can pivot on literally thin air, and they're so maneuverable that they're a nightmare to hit. And this means that they're able to deal with those lovely fighters. Despite the fact that Recon are meant to literally be weak against weaponized opponents. Basically meaning, if you are facing an enemy with a weapon, the Recon ships are meant to always lose. I know, it's brilliant. Anyway, my first mission is just to secure the area over there, which I can do. So I'm going to group up all of my ships, put them into a big formation, and I'm actually just going to move them like very high up into the air. So we just attack from always a nice high position. There we go. Splendid stuff. You're just going to hang out with the carrier, and my carrier is going to hang out with my resource collector. There we go. Lovely jubbly. Yeah, so we're meant to be building frigates, okay, guys? I won't lie. We're meant to be building up a bunch of frigates that have really big utilities, like, say, this one's good against fighters, this one's good against, like, slow-moving, heavy armored ships. But we don't need to do any of that because we have the Recon ship, and the Recon ship is perfect. So we're going to go for an evasive stance, spread our little boys out, and they're going to do lovely. Right, carrier, can you deal with those ships attacking you? Actually, you don't even need to because you have a single Recon ship doing all of that for you. Anyway, my Recon ships are ready. We've got some enemy ships here. They are, you know, much more powerful than mine and should be able to kill me no problem. However, I'm going to move fast. So I'm going to select my ships and just control, drag, and select the enemy ships. And they're going to just spin around and dogfight. In order to give them a helping hand, I'm going to give them a little speed boost upgrade. And there we go, they've just shredded the enemies they were meant to fight. Good job, guys. Good job. Oh, that was very good. You weren't meant to be able to do it that well. Okay, have we got any more enemies spawning in? Yeah, we have. It's just some little corvettes. There we go, they're dead. No problem. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Meanwhile, the resource gathering over here is going nicely. Carrier ship, you're doing good. Alright, any other enemies en route? I guess you could be trying to get me. Let me go murder you instead. Okay, I'm going to activate a little speed boost. But yeah, this is currently just like the Recon with 1 upgrade. And so they're good, and they can like definitely ambush like this because these ships aren't even able to face in the correct direction. In order to shoot back, so we can just pivot around and basically just get a bunch of very easy hits on them, and they're not even able to fight back, as they're in like a very tight situation. Lovely jubbly, easy peasy, squeezing lemons, job done. Right, now let's go back over here and smash these people. Come on, go on, my lovely interceptees, you're doing wonderful. Right, I give you your speed boost and you go even faster. But still, you know, they could be better. Their range isn't the best. If they take damage, they die. So they could be so much better. And that's what I really want to get my boys up to being. Just doing a lot more damage. I mean, it does help that there are only 50 units to build. Because, like, effectively this is the ultimate Zerg rush, right? Because they're so cheap to build. And in comparison, I need 1,000 to research the suppression frigate, and then I need another 1,000 to build each individual suppression frigate, which is just so many resources. Who has time for that many different resources? Madness, I tell you. Madness. Right, anyway, whilst we're doing this, I might as well... Oh god, we're actually going to get a flank from the side, aren't we? Oh dear. Oops, that's not going to be very good. Guess I just go, hey, could you guys deal with that, please? That would be brilliant. Did I get an assault frigate upgrade? Yes, I did. Okay, I will build 1 assault frigate just because I don't intend to die and lose my carrier. That would be moderately embarrassing. So yeah, we'll deal with all of that. Assault frigate, go and deal with all of the lovely jubbly. But anyway, how my smart boys up here doing? Very good. Lovely. Right, we've secured the area, and when we do, we now get an artifact. Wonderful. With this, oh, perfect. Increase recon weapon range by 100%. Brilliant. So, sorry, not by 100%, by 50%. There we go. So we can now shoot 50% further, which is what we want. But before that, I actually want to clear the map, because there's a good chance I get some relics when I do. There's like some salvage here, and I think they hide relics in them. But at this point I can now leave into the next mission, which is what the game wants me to do, and it will keep bombarding me with enemies until I do it. But I don't need to move off straight away. It's fine. Life is good. Life is good. Don't worry. We're doing some good murdering over here, carrier. Just stop dying. Ah, there we go. So we did salvage another artifact. Okay. So we're going to want to go for the Ranger upgrade precision. All vision bonuses also apply damage for recon. This basically means that all of my recon ships now do additional damage. So then we're going to send them over here with their additional damage and range against these 2 ships. They are just going to shoot from this far away and immediately destroy them. and then we get another relic. I know, it really is that easy. And we just double that ability again. You can see where this is going. Okay, now there's another salvage over here. Come on, I need to pick this up. Come on, nice and swift, and then we'll bail on out of the system. But yeah, we don't even really need to stay behind to like harvest resources because we can just be like, yeah, those are some assault corvettes. They're dead now. Okay, and we can just get it again. Fine, right. God, I've never had this happen. Oh dear. That's really good. That's really, really, really good. Right, let's initiate hyperspace and bugger on out of here. There we go. So we're just going to warp on out of here with our ship into the next mission. Jesus Christ. So 50% range becomes 50% range and damage. Yeah, it's basically... We're now on like this weird infinite spiral whereby a tiny little recon ship is going to hit harder than anything else we have and by far have better range. Which is how you like roguelikes to be. That's what you want. Right, here we go. So we're now into the mission. Our carrier's here, our resource controller's here. We've got our lovely, like, gubbins to harvest over there.
Will be closing in on our location.
But yeah, the enemies are going to be a little bit more aggressive, and we'll get a different mission that wasn't just, like, secure a location. I mean, we might do. I think there's only, like, 8 missions in the game at the moment, and their plan is to have a lot more than 8. So yeah. Right. You're just going to keep spewing out my little recon boys, aren't you? Do I need any more recons? I do, actually, because we lost a couple interceptors, which has freed up space for my recon boys. Let's also build 2 assault frigates, which I can use to effectively protect the carrier and the resource controller. Because my plan will be my fighters here, my recon boys, will do all of the missions, and then everyone else's job is basically just to protect the carrier. So we'll send you off to harvest resources. Carrier, you're going to follow the resource controller around, and I'll even speed boost your production a bit.
Ready for action.
There we go. So we are now up to 24 recon ships. This is wonderful. And I can just select all of them, group them all up into group 1, give them a bunch of evasive stances in delta formation, and set them off to go and massacre the enemy. Go for a big speed boost. Let's go see what our enemy is. Just some fighters hanging out behind here. Sorry, you're dead before you can even react. Literally, they can't even bring their weapons to bear, and we've just murdered all of them. They can't even flee. There is no escape. These are recon ships, for goodness sake. Oh, it's so good. Right, some corvettes have been summoned. These are tankier than fighters. So, you know, they should be more dangerous. They're tankier. But no, I can just speed boost in, do my weapon shooting, spin away. Oh my goodness, yes. Oh yes. Oh, recon boys. You were so good to me. You are so good. Oh my goodness. Okay, so my mission is to rescue some civilian vessels. That's fine. Ooh, we've got a relic actually here hidden away. I'll take that. And actually, there's another one up there. There's another one up there. Okay, let's go for that one first, because that one is a little bit closer. Well, it's a bit further out in the future, but it doesn't matter because I'm really fast. So we kill this, we get a relic. Can we just do that again? Yes, we can. We're up to +4 now. Kill those ships, guys. Oh my goodness. Chat, you have no idea how silly this is. This is not meant to happen at all like this. But here we are. Right. Right, do a little dive bomb. There we go. Dive bombing onto, what is that? That is a whole frigate. Okay, a frigate is actually a really powerful ship. They take a lot to kill. However, just with like 1/2 salvo, we've managed to bring it down to half health. You would need to use probably about 70 normal recon ships, and they would all die in order to bring down a single attack frigate. Because an attack frigate is meant to be the perfect counter. But welcome to chess. With an extra E, it's cheese. Right, do I want increase? Yeah, sure, let's go for that. And let's go rescue this ship. And by that, I mean let's kill another frigate using our insane damage upgrades. Oh my god, this is so silly. We're gonna have so many spare resources. You have no idea. I might as well just build myself another resource collector. In fact, I might as well just get 2 of them. Because why not? Right, you're doing great, little guys. You just keep decapturing that ship. Oh my goodness. This is wonderful. Chat, you have no idea how stupid this is.
Ready for operation.
Oh my goodness, someone also gifted 50 gifted memberships. Jeez, my goodness. Thank you very much, Bran. Jeez. Seriously, that's insane. You, Brandon Hart, you kind bugger.
Resource control.
Right, there we go. So that's the first aspect of that mission complete. Resource controller, you're out. Right, there's our next rescue point. So we'll send our boys to go do their thing. They know exactly what to do. I reckon there's probably more relics hidden away somewhere on the map. If I had to guess, they'd be over here. But I haven't got like the sensor radius to actually detect that. This is the sensor map mode. I know. Don't worry. This is welcome to Homeworld. If you know Homeworld, that's a lovely sight. Let me zoom in on this this lovely attack. Oh, we're doing lovely. Oh, you are, stop using the civilian ship as cover, you cheeky bastard. I mean, the game knows I can't actually damage the civilian ship, but it does make you an annoyance. That's for sure. Right, let's just use a speed boost. It helps with the dodging, helps with the pivoting, helps with our attack runs. Oh dear. Okay, actually there's some other enemy ships coming in that actually can hit us because they have super fast firing guns, but they're all dead immediately. There's some others. Okay, you know what? Yep, the enemy is now going to send a very big amount of ships at us. The kind that would be able to destroy a few frigates, but don't worry, these are recon ships, and apparently they can't be killed because they're like the new battleships of the game. God, this is good. I was not expecting it to be this good on the first attempt. And oh, there's another goodie cache. There's a goodie cache. Men, go! Flee. It's okay if some of you die. We can get another recon upgrade. Another recon upgrade, my men. Go for it. Yes. Right, one quick drive by. Oh my goodness. Oh my. It's so good. Okay. No upgrades here for anything we're actually using. We go for the torpedo frigate upgrade, I guess, because that's technically something I can recruit, but it's just objectively worse than what I have, I guess. Right. Anyway, if I hit F7, I can select all of my fighters, group them up again, and select them all to go attack here. There we go. Alright, so I've now reinforced 5D chess. It is literally 5D chess, where I am now flying in from the bottom of the map to unleash an insane, lovely, beautiful salvo, fly above them, effectively bank round the cover so that they can no longer hit me, and escape. And because I'm so fast, their weapons are not even able to track me. God, it is so good to be fast. Oh, it is so good. Just kill everything, please. You know what to do, my little fighters. You know what to do.
Direct hit. Corvette down.
Well, how's everything going over here? We're doing fine. Our resource collectors are collecting. Are you collecting? No, you weren't collecting, you silly sausage. You're meant to be collecting.
Send message.
And assault frigates, are you doing stuff? I feel like you're kind of doing stuff. There you go. Right. You go and deal with all of that. And yeah, we're down to 13 fighters. This is okay. It's kind of my fault for grouping them up and leaving them be. They do really want microed, because if they can be microed, they will survive everything. Instead, you're gonna need to kill those strike craft. Turn around and shoot back. My boys! My boys! My lovely boys! Okay, fine. I need more recon. How dare you kill my recon boys?
Scout ready. Launching.
Okay, don't worry. I can just select my battleship and speed build.
Focus fire on hostile Corvette.
Get speed building. Get speed building, come on.
Request reassign.
And I'll even build some more assault frigates. Why not? Because I can.
Corvette destroyed.
Just because I can.
Ready to copy.
Right, there we go. Just literally, if there should always be a queue to build recon. I should never be in a situation where I don't have as much recon as I want. Oh look, my frigates actually went into attack. Good for them.
It's time to move on.
Wow, they actually... Wow, good. Okay, no, that's the game telling me I need to really get a move on with this mission, because if I don't, they're going to start just yeeting more and more enemies at me. But yeah, look at these assault frigates. Like, they cost 1,000, and they are just getting absolutely battered. Like, I don't know how many recons that equates to, but look, I know which one I'd rather have. Alright, go for an evasive formation. Everyone group up. Group up onto this point. And there we go. Right, go for our attack runs. Lovely jubbly. Kill the enemy. There we go. Literally just a handful of enemy ships left. We should probably also go and deal with those enemies. Actually, these ones here. There we go. Some plasma corvettes. There we go. Lovely jubbly. Good stuff. Right, go over there. Actually, am I meant to rescue? Yeah, I should probably rescue. Go and rescue these boys.
Scout 'em. Enemy strike craft engaging.
And there we go. We are decapturing. Go on, decapture. Decapture faster, my boys. They are sending in enemies.
Assault frigate ready for action.
You want to see the turrets go brrr? Okay, well, if you want to see turrets go brrr, there is a really, really good ship for it. However, we did not unlock it on this run, and I need... it's an absurdly powerful ship. It's by far the most powerful ship, excluding, of course, my love of the Recon ship. But the Recon ship probably isn't working the way it's meant to. Right, so... where is the next rescue? Where is the next rescue at? Oh, wait, hang on. Is that another relic? There's another relic hidden in here. Yep, there is. Right. And do what you need to do, which is fly past the enemy to go and get me a relic. Just fly past them. There we go. Just barrel around. Make your way up here. Good stuff. Lovely jubbly. That's another relic. Okay. All vision boat. Okay, we'll just pick that up again for a 6th time. Why not? Absolutely no issue with that. That's fine. What could go wrong? Right, and now we need to go and rescue. Okay, actually kill those. They're going to be dangerous. Does it just keep spawning more relics if I want them? Yes, it might do. Oh my goodness! Please be the case. That would be very good if that was the case. What do we got on you? A multi-beam frigate. Oh, multi-beam frigates are really good. Shame that this one is about to die to a bunch of just useless rangers. All of these are pretty useless. I mean, we can go for the ion sniper upgrade. If we can get multiple of that, then it turns the ion ship into something that is usable. If not, then it's just not good. Right, let's go for the rescue.
Direct hit. Corvette down.
Alright, there we go. Get wiggling. Get wiggling, my boys.
Scrapped one enemy Corvette.
I've got Recon over here as well. Yep, I've got Recon over here. Right, Recon over here. Go join Recon over there. Ah, good stuff.
Assault frigate ready for action.
Alright, good progress. Ion sniper. Yeah, I know. Literally, look at this. Ion cannon. But it's a low-range ship, so, like, unless you get the super extreme long-range bonus on it, it's not the best. But yeah, this, I won't lie, this setup here, the fact that these Recon ships have anti-strike craft autocannons, so they fire a lot, so that they're guaranteed a hit, basically, but they're meant to do next to no damage. And because of that, we're meant to just effectively suck against them. Well, they're meant to suck against everything. They're literally meant to be made of paper, die in one shot, and just be useless. And do basically no damage. But in our case, thanks to roguelike mechanics, they are the single greatest weapon ever invented.
Engaging strike craft. Fleet, assault frigate is going.
Alright, here come our reinforcement recons. All 10 of them. Okay, we've got one enemy assault corvette flying around here. That should be fine. Wait, hang on a second. That's a bloody destroyer! Holy moly! That's a big ship! That's a very bad, dangerous big ship. But everyone just target that thing instead, please. Oh god. Yeah. You do not want to deal with a destroyer. Very bad. Very, very bad. Very, 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 very bad. There we go. Kill that. Job done. Actually, I suppose could we kill a destroyer? Is it possible for us to kill a destroyer? Actually, we need to decapture. We need to decapture. Scrap that. Decapture. That's your job. And everyone else can go worry about that destroyer. That's not my problem. That's someone else's. Alright. Scouts, go deal with this. Gosh, they are just fighting all over this terrain. Go on. Do some wiggling. Some wiggling and jiggling. Good stuff. Good wiggling. Splendid wiggling. Splendid wiggling. Well done. Right, and begin the rescue operation.
Scout on station.
Well, Hanson, are we shooting the Incarnate Destroyer? It's taking damage from my Recon! Oh my god, it is! Oh my... Okay, I should definitely not be able to kill this bad boy. This is like a mission, like the final boss kind of ship. Cool. That's fine. Look, like, this is the frigate. This is the largest class of ship I can build. This is a destroyer. It is over twice the size. These are Recon ships. They are meant to be garbage and useless. And here they are, just killing a destroyer because they can. Alright, Recon ships. Come on over. You know what to do. Objective complete. No, 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 no. New objective found. Destroy the destroyer using Recon ships. I mean, why wouldn't you? What can we do? We can increase Recon damage by 33% and vision by 20%, but they take more damage. I think this is fine because the range should also improve their like vision bonuses. So yeah, now the Recons do an extra 30% damage. There we go. Let's come on guys, you can do this. Come on, my lovely Recons. As soon as you get this done, I'm happy to leave the mission, but I know you can do... Oh my god, what the hell just blew up in there? Something big. Something very big. God, it is so cute watching them fly around. Oh, it's beautiful. It really is. I mean, of course, if they are hit by anything, they die instantly, but, you know, that's just how they are. They're meant to be sacrificed. Full glass cannon? Look, this is probably like a 5,000 resource unit point ship, and it was just killed by 20, 50 resource unit ships. Just literal gubbins. And it's dead right where I have it. Art. Literal art. Away we go. Ah, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. You've just bloody tripled your Recon damage. Yeah. That was 2 destroyers. Yes. Sorry, yeah, there was more than one in there. There were 2 sat on top of each other. And all it took was my Recons. Anyway, welcome to the next mission. I'm going to have all of my resource collectors go and do what they do best and collect resources, and I'll send all of my assault frigates to support them along with the carrier, and then my carrier just needs to produce all of the recons. That's exactly what it's going to do. Sweet. And I'm going to sync my pre-constructions into there. I can also, I guess, build a probe. I guess the probe could just work as like a decoy on my recon ships. Like, it's not exactly very useful. But anyway, the way this mission works is we have 3 locations: the rapid response fleet, the surgical strike fleet, and then the force projection fleet. We need to capture each of these one by one. We will get attacked by enemies, and you want to do this very quickly, else you are going to get smashed very swiftly. Right, let us add you to... Let me give you a guard order to guard a recon ship. Come on. I know that a probe is not meant to be used to guard anything. Okay, fine. Can you just... Actually, what can you probe? Geez, you can probe far and wide. Okay, how about you just, like, stick yourself to here. There you go, little probe. You go probe away. Okay, and my recon ships are still coming out. Actually, it seems all 25 of them are out now. Okay, right. Go and just tidy up that enemy quickly, please, for me. Thank you very much. Before, oh no, they're dead. Okay, lovely. Right, up to our force projection fleet we go. So we're going to group up all of our boys into a, let's go for a claw, an evasive claw maneuver. Here we go. Right, and up to the force projection you go.
Tracking in.
Splendid.
EOS speed stable.
And there we go, we can already see our enemies. So we're just going to target all of them, say, hey, I want you to kill all of them. There is a destroyer tucked away in here, along with a bunch of fighters. Okay, so the fighters will probably be our biggest issue because they can shoot fast. But as long as we deal with them first, that's us in with the win. Jeez, what are the... Jeez, that is a grumpy destroyer. But it's okay, we're dealing with these fighters quite swiftly. Quite swiftly indeed. Okay, we lost 4 recon ships in this process. That's fine. Okay, and now let's get that destroyer. Yes! Oh my god, look at the damage from just one little volley. Come on, my men, you've got this. Now, it has got lasers, and lasers are dangerous for us because lasers are effectively hit scan. But, actually, we should have range on this guy, I guess. A little bit? Just a little bit of range. Okay, so his range is like limited to like up there, so what if I just put myself up here? Can he hit me up here? Okay, well, I can't hit him, but we can now dive bomb from above. Okay, yeah, he's definitely still got more range than me. That's fine. That's okay. Alright, F7, send the rest of the recon up now. Go, my recon boys, go! Spiff, when do we liberate Kumbum? We're liberating Space Kumbum from the evil enemies. Yes. And currently I'm using the worst ship in a game to kill one of the better ships in a game. I know, it's a little bit silly.
Move complete. Go.
Everyone has a speed boost. Everyone can fly around. Just go and shoot at the big old... Oh, that was a good one. That was a real good one. Jeez. Very effective. Right, let's pull back a bit. So I can actually reinforce with the rest of the recon.
Receiving.
Let's move them all to like here. There we go. Move on up, my recon boys. What a grumpy little enemy.
Scout move complete. Received.
Alright, let's go for a
Understood.
I mean, wedges I find are just very useful. Very, very useful.
Fleet carrier.
Where the heck are you going?
Corvette firing from range.
Assault frigates, you're meant to be defending the resource carriers, you silly sausage. Anyway, right. Enemies. Wait, no, sorry, friendlies. Go in and deal with this destroyer. Hopefully this should be like 2 runs, I guess. God, he's got good range, that destroyer. But so do I. So do I. God, those lasers are so bad. This is literally the perfect ship to counter our shenanigans. However, still not enough. And economy-wise, we definitely come out on top there. Yeah, that is a that's a good win for me. That is a good win. Oh wait! Don't put your recon ships next to the exploding enemy ship. Very bad. Very, very bad. Oh dear. Okay, F in the chat for our brave warriors piloting those recon ships. God. Oh god. The poor little guys. My little goobers. Right, I'm gonna have to have these recon ships go after what's
Sensor alert, enemy strike craft.
the guys going around my my local friendly ships. But that's fine, we can decapture this. Oh my god, the little guys! They stood no chance! They're just made of paper!
Scratch a quarter.
My little boy's made of paper. Oh, 2 attack frigates have spawned in. Can we capture this before? No, come back. Okay, no, we're not going to be able to capture. You guys are going to have to attack run and kind of flee. Okay, right. I'm now going to need to select all of my recon again and go, hello, I need you to actually come back and hold this, please. God, my poor recon is not surviving the little strike fighters running around. That's not the best. Come on, Swift, my recon boys.
Contact.
Group 1 lost.
Go.
No, don't let the enemy capture. Don't let the enemy capture. Very bad. Very bad. Good recon boys. Good recon boys. Good recon boys. There you go. Do your little strafing runs. There we go. Do our little strafing runs. Very good. Very good. One ship down. One ship down. Lovely. That's what you want to see.
Enemy frigate engaging. Stay loose.
Actually, also, just kill that thing, because it's flying around. There we go, and it's dead. Right. Now, do they need any help
Scout
here?
complete.
I mean, there's only, what, five of them here? Actually, that should be enough. That should be enough. Okay, let's just go and try and clear up some of these fighters.
Sensor alert. Enemy
Alright. Oh my god. They're literally sending fighters against my little recon boys. And they're doing good. They are fighting back. Which I guess they're not necessarily meant to, but life finds a way. Anyway, we're capturing this, and that should now be ours completely.
Ops. Collectors are out. Materials on tech incoming.
Alright, good job. Right, that's ours. Okay, first section done. Now we just need to group all of our recons back up again. Oh, this was my first look at this game. Played Homeworld 1 and 2 when they came out. You played Homeworld 1? Jeez. It's been a long time since there's been any game like Homeworld. Well, I mean, so chat, some of you won't have been alive when Homeworld 1 kind of came out. And it was insane because RTSs until that point really had just gone... Everything is on a flat plane, and that's how we do things. And then Homeworld was like, okay, but what if instead of flat plane we had not flat plane? And it's like, okay, let's give that a go. And yeah, it was wildly successful. Very, very successful indeed. Oh. The faster you blow them up, the faster you can dock for a cup of tea. That's you know, the one thing that keeps everyone going in this universe, knowing that Karen Jet might one day let you rest and have a cup of tea. Alright, come on, my boys. Go for an evasive maneuver. Blow up those little fighters. That was actually a terrible evasive maneuver, men. Let's just break you up into like a disbanded formation. Basically just means go do whatever you like. There you go, that seems way more effective. Far more if you got shots off that time. Right, so surgical strike is multi-beam frigates, which is quite rough, but seeing as we've got nearby enemy reinforcements, we might as well give this a go. Right, let's give this a go.
Go with message. Confirm kill. Corvette destroyed.
Oh, my lovely men, you've got this. Yep, just shred everything. And then what do we got? We got a bunch of fighters trying to escape. We can get that dealt with, no problem. Single frigate up here as well we'll have to deal with. But, oh yes, this is much more like it. Ships, good job. Right, let's give them the speed boost. Yeah, they really don't want a tight formation. If they have a loose formation, they can just dodge far more effectively. Oh, lovely. Look at that. Now, multi-beam frigate is meant to be normally quite good against what I just did. However, not today. Not today, my friend. Do a little speed boost for some dodging. And there we go. Good trades from us. little damage taken for maximum enemy damage taken. How many assault frigates do I have? Okay, I still have a lot of assault frigates. I might as well send these guys up to capture the actual final section, because yeah, there's no longer any resources on the map, so the resource collectors are useless. We are now down to whatever we have left, basically, is what we're using. What the heck is that? It's a multi-beam frigate. Do not want to fight that. Right, okay. Recon boys, go for this. Yes, good stuff, good stuff. Look at that, come on, take him down to 1. Yes, okay, that was literally 21 recon chips not dying against a multi-beam frigate. Mwah. Oh, yes. Oh, very good. Very, 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 very good. Okay, let's immediately retarget them for this one multi-beam frigate. Ships, go do your thing. Strafing run. Good stuff. It literally can't even pivot round in time to fire off a shot. Go on, let's see if it can even fire off one shot. Currently, this frigate is still not fired a shot. Nope, and it's dead. Brilliant. Okay, so the only thing that can really kill our recons are a lot of fighters. So provided we don't face like a bajillion fighters, we're all good.
Standing by. Target eliminated. Corvette down. Corvette in sight. Shifting to engage. Send message. Scratch frigate. Ready to copy. Closing on strike craft.
Oh great, there's enemy ships capturing my lovely area. Jeez, come on guys. It's like the one thing you were meant to do.
Ready. Confirm kill. Frigate destroyed.
Come on, kill this, come on. You don't need to actually go for the bloody insertion point, man. I suppose this is the downside of having an incredibly loose formation, is sometimes the ships will just want to go wherever they want. That's fine. There we go, come on in, men. Good stuff, right, there we go, they're moving in now. Meanwhile, I will take the entire rest of the fleet and send it to the rapid fleet response area. There we go. I want to... Oh, this is quite fun. I noticed a typo in the build I have, which is this here. Assault frigate dodge ability, and it says when researched, give the assault frigate the dodge ability. I just love the idea that canonically, in my head, it's dodgeable. I don't even know what it does. So, oh, it literally does just make it wiggle. Can I like make them repeatedly do this? Yeah, I can make you wiggle around, like silly little sausages. Right, we've almost captured this. Splendid stuff. And now that we have, you can just go and kill that, my man. Is that 2 frigates sat on top of each other? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Well, we might as well kill them before they become an issue. So it doesn't take me long to actually reposition them. There we go. Right, down we come. We're literally moving our fleet down into this area here, which is a little bit dangerous. Not too bad, though. Alright. Recon ships, you know what to do. Move on down here. We can leave those frigates behind because they're going to take forever. Have a nice little speed boost down.
Receiving. Confirm target.
Right, how is the descent of the frigates going? Okay, it's going okay. They kind of panicked and stopped wanting to go in because they believed the enemies to be too dangerous, which, you know, they were correct for. Definitely. A lot of these frigates will die, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to take. I'm fine with that. They're not my main problem. I mostly just care about the recon ships because they are so cheap. Jeez, thank you very much for all the gifted memberships. This is insane. Sylvania Speed says, woo, Homeworld. Thank you very much. That's very, very generous of you to donate. Let me quickly click escape. Is it a supply pool, or do they limit you by unit type? You are limited by population, so you're allowed 25 strike craft. I mean, this is for this game mode, and there are a few ways to increase it. Like you can, I've seen a relic which was like, you can have less frigates, but in return you can have more strike crafts, and vice versa, which to me makes sense, like as a like a gameplay balancing feature. It's like, oh, do I want to specialize in a really fast, nimble but glass cannony fleet, or do I want to like specialize in something big and juicy and meaty? Meaty, yes, chat, very meaty. Yes, thank you very much for sponsoring this stream. And if you want to show some love to our sponsor, there is a link in the description in the chat. Literally, just clicking on it lets them know that you were interested by some of the gubbins you saw today. Yes. Okay, there we go. So the incursion points, by the way, are where the enemy spawns in. You can kind of see where they spawn in ahead of time, and then they warp in, and then they'll spend a little time mustering around. And then they'll actually go out on the offensive to try and, like, you know, cause a big nuisance for you. But for the most part, we're doing really good here, and we've tidied this up. However, now that we've done this, we are going to run into the issue whereby we're going to run into the big enemy ship. It's about to spawn in, because... Oh, no, we're contested down here. Come on. Uncontest. Uncontest, you silly fools. Kill them. Right, anyway, meanwhile, my recon is doing good reconning. Come up here and kill this. Kill this boy. Right, I need to produce one ion cannon frigate, because, trust me, you're always going to want one, especially for what's about to come our way. And yeah, so as soon as we capture this, in 30 seconds time, there should be, it should basically be like it's the end of the mission, kind of. It's like overtime, but not quite. Let me group up all of my recon. Okay, we should be able to kill this little garbage fighter. Yeah, and then kill this corvette. Alright, there we go. Okay, so we captured, and then in comes a bloody battle cruiser. Here it is. It's a big boy. It's a really, really, really big boy. It's an insanely terrifying big boy. But if we can bring my little ships up and out of there to defend my carrier, and we can run the carrier away and just use it to pump out recon ships, we should be good. So my goal is to get... Well, I need to kill these strike fighters, basically, and then we should have basically free reign on the battle cruiser. So as long as we can, like, target these... there we go. So we get some speed on. But yeah, we just want as many of these fighters dead, because they can't respawn. And then once we have that, we should be able to very easily kill the battle cruiser, because the battle cruiser is not really designed to deal with insanely fast firing boys like us, or fast moving boys. I mean, he's got one laser, and the laser is scary, but outside of that, it's okay. God, his cannon's big. Right, ion frigate, you need to come over here and do a thing. You need to really go and do a thing. Alright, fighters now, target that battle cruiser. Okay, and carrier, speed build. I need as much recon out of you as possible. And yes, look at the recon go! Look at it go! Yes! Oh my god, we've done like almost a third now. Come on, we've got to be swift though, because we cannot deal with... Go on, ion cannon. If you can take a shot as well, that'd be lovely. Take a shot, my boy. Take a shot. I know you can do it. Yes, you can! Yes! I mean, it's not very high damaging. That's the issue with the ion. But he can do good. Come on, target. Target it, yes. Or recon. Target the battle cruiser. Speed boost. Oh my god! Okay, I would like to say that on single player, when you're doing this with one person rather than 3 players, this is insanely challenging. insanely challenging. Recons, you did it, and this time I'm even going to move you out of the blast radius. Look at how much I respect your lives.
Closing on strike craft. Taking fire.
Oh my goodness.
Corvette has us in sight.
We did it. We did it. Chat.
Enemy Corvette contact. Close the range.
Spiff, does the game still have ship eye cameras?
Engaging
By that do you mean like you can look really, really close in detail at the ship and it like the camera is now tracking the ship's movement? Is that what you mean?
confirmed. Enemy Corvette is still.
Oh my goodness.
Frigate in sight. Shifting
Jeez,
to
that was insane. Now there is one thing missing from this that exists in the other Homeworlds, which is and that's just because it hasn't been added to the game yet. That is wait, Hassan, do I have my own destroyer? I got my own destroyer?
Corvette closing. Just.
Oh my god, I never knew I got my own destroyer this whole time. Oh my goodness. Look at how long the range on that is. What the heck is that shot? I can just go missile volley and go... Can I select a target? Is there even one visible? Like that? Is that a viable target? Jeez. Okay, no, it is out of range. I was going to say, like, that's halfway across the map. That's insane. Jeez, okay, right. Oh dear, hyperspace it is. Job done. Good lord. What a build. That was so very successful. That's a sexy ship. That is a sexy ship.
Scratch one enemy frigate.
I literally only needed the worst units in the game in order to do that. Oh, Danger Zone artifact. The Danger Zone artifact doubles the damage your strike craft deals and doubles the damage they take. This artifact, if we found it, would have literally just doubled the recon damage every single time. That would have been amazing. And that would have been insane. Oh, so yeah, here you go. Blah, 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 blah. Epic Saga continues. Because it was a demo at Gamescom, they have to show that. I'm going to have a little break here where I have a chat about other stuff that happened at Gamescom. Because we'll give that another go with a different build in a moment. But yes, that is effectively what Homeworld is looking like. Of course, it's a non-finished product. They are looking to release February 2024. So like we're still like 6 months away from the game coming out, but that's still good. Daniel says, woohoo, huge fan since the first game, wishlisted Homeworld free once it became available. Looks, love the looks and sounds. No Adiago strings yet though, more salvage. So here's the thing, I would imagine the soundtrack, it is very good, it's very spacey and it feels very Homeworldy, but how it has to be with Homeworld is you've got to hit the musical score on the correct missions. And that's where the kick is, because that's the main thing with this game is the emotional beats. With like, there's a few moments where in say the first game, you discover that your homeworld's been destroyed, and the music that hits with it is so goddamn good. It is amazing, so lovely, and yeah, that's what I'm excited for. Now. When it came to Gamescom, there was a lot of things that happened at Gamescom. I wasn't just there to see Homeworld free, I was also there to see City Skylines 2 a bit, and there is a City Skylines 2 video coming. It should be out on the 8th of September. I also saw a bit of Starfield, which was good. I spoke to a bunch of people at Bethesda. Todd Howard was there. I didn't get to meet Todd Howard, which really was a shame because I was wearing a T-shirt that that said "thank you" and it just had Todd Howard's face on it, which was a real shame. I really wanted to meet Todd Howard, but alas, what can you do? I mean, chat. If I'd met Todd Howard, what would I even have been able to say to him? What could I have said to such a legendary boy, the greatest, wonderful boy? And just be like, hey, I love your game, Todd. Will you marry me? I know it's a bit awkward because my fiance is literally standing right there, but would you, Todd? Would you? Thank you, Stalking Tiger 77 as well for gifting memberships. J Twisted as well. Thank you. That's incredibly generous of you. You kind bugger, and Ashrek 71. It's very nice of you to gift these memberships to people so they get to enjoy members content. Great job, chat. It is a great job, chat. Kif Galcine did nothing wrong. Yes, they did. They very much did. You'd say thank you, Todd Howard. It just works. I mean, it does. It does just work. Mango would understand. She would understand. She'd understand if it was Todd. She'd get upset if it was anyone else. If it was Todd, she'd be like, you know what? I understand why it has to be this way. It has to be this way. You've got to marry Todd. It's the only way to get Elder Scrolls 6 to actually come out. Ask him how many times the detail of Starfield has. Starfield has the detail of 15 Skyrims rolled into one. That's literally what Todd would say. He'd stand up on a pillar box and you'd be like, Todd, where's the proof? And he'd be like, you don't need any. Just pre-order now. And it's like, oh, Todd, take my money. But yeah, I don't currently have a copy of Starfield. There is one creator in the entirety of the UK that has a working preview copy of Starfield, and everyone else has a code that unlocks on the 31st, and we can start playing on the 1st when everyone else can play, which of course causes a problem when you want to record videos, because it means videos don't actually come out at the game's launch. But it is what it is. That's fine. I understand Bethesda marketing department didn't necessarily want to give me a key ahead of time, just in case I destroyed everything a little bit too hard. But I've still asked. Maybe I'll get one. Maybe. Maybe. But yeah, I was also there to see a bunch of other creators. So I saw Artie Game, Martin Cetarpants, Ambiguous Amphibian, Tubbo as well. That was fun. I haven't met Tubbo yet. Or Martin, actually. Martin Cetarpants. That was my first time seeing him. He's just a frog. What can I say? Well, no, it's not. He's Australian. He's lovely. But it was really enjoyable. I had a lovely time at Gamescom. I did inevitably end up picking up like some kind of con flu. Didn't it get leaked anyway? Yeah, I think like 40 minutes of gameplay got leaked of Starfield. And it seemed to be like an older copy as well, from what I can tell. Well, from what other influencers were saying, is that it's not the same as the copy they were playing on, which is kind of interesting. It's not a bug, it's a feature. Yeah, definitely. Someone else has got Conflu. Yep, it's how it is. If you don't know what Conflu is, it literally it's the case when you go to a convention, and no matter how hard you bloody wash your hands, you inevitably end up catching some kind of disease. That's just how it is. I mean, hey, at least it's not in the olden days where it's like, oh no, you went to Pirate Con, now you have syphilis. That probably happened at some point in the olden days. Hixion Reaper, thank you very much for that generous donation of $5 to say that you're boosting the stream with multiple tabs open. That's incredibly generous of you. Yeah, there's we have a few grand plans for the future where definitely the higher our average view count is for live streaming, the better, because we have some sponsors that are looking at what we're doing and are interested. And that would be very useful for us for some of the weird projects we have for the future. Yeah. Daniel Ondruska says, that's what I meant, Spiff. The music piece when you see Higara destroyed is called Ada Gigio for strings. Yeah, don't worry. I kind of worked that out. But yeah, you hope Homeworld Free Sounds will live up to it. I mean, I haven't been able to hear the soundtrack of the campaign, but from the way the lead writer was talking about it, it was very cute, because we asked them basically like what your favorite mission was, and they immediately said, favorite mission for story is this one, favorite mission for music is this one, favorite mission for like actual gameplay and like the actual mission itself is this one. And it's really cool, kind of like that each of them have their own like preferred things. It's very cute, very, very fun. Do you know how syphilis is contacted? Yeah, it's by holding hands and making eye contact with anyone. Right. That's what I was told. It's how you can get pregnant. Don't hold hands with people. Very dangerous. Very dangerous. What was the view count record for the last stream? It was 34,000 live viewers. Yeah, I know. It was a little bit crazy. The other crazy thing we did was we discovered that if everyone pressed F5, it would just add more views to the stream. So for example, right now, chat, you can just hit F5 and the views are currently on 26,366. If all of you hit F5, that will just add like another 3,000 to it, which is insane. Very, very silly. Because that's just how live streaming works. Have I got a BRB screen? No, I haven't. I thought I had a BRB screen. God, I need to go like blow my nose. I'll be back in like 1 second. So chat, be very nice, and I will. I'll let you actually pick. Actually, no, I won't. We're gonna go reconnaissance fleet. Yeah, we're gonna go reconnaissance fleet. It's very broken. I'll be back in a moment. Oh. Oh, there we go. I actually blew my nose so hard that I feel like I popped my ear slightly. That was insane. Right, okay. We're gonna do another run, and I'm hoping that I can get the next most overpowered ship in the game. It should be quite crazy. Now, oh, here we go. So we get 2 new artifacts here. Right, come on. Please be the good ones. Increases Corvette fire rate by 33%. Reduces Corvette damage by 15%. Oh, I've never actually seen that one before. Oh, and there's the Strikecraft Danger Zone. Yeah, God, that would have been so good. It would have been good. Okay, so we didn't get the artifact I wanted, so I'm just going to reload, because, you know, I can do that. But that's kind of fun. If we could, like, stack the modifier that increases the Corvette fire rate, that could be really good, because the main issue with the Railgun Corvette here is, like, it's pretty bad. Like, I'll boost production, I'll build a few, and this will be, like, a demonstration. Like, our interceptors here can smash this no problem. But actually, I'll send them out to, I don't know, to just go do some scouting.
Railgun Corvette complete.
Here we go. So here's a Railgun Corvette. It has just a little bit more health than a fighter. It's slower, and it has a Railgun, which basically just shoots a big old beam of damage. Let me quickly move you over here. I think you have got decent range, but like even then, it's still not the best.
Ready to copy.
Right,
Incoming
okay.
hyperspace signatures detected. Ready for attack.
Ready.
Okay, right. Railgun Corvette, I'm gonna say, hey, go shoot this. Okay, so your fire rate should be better, but even with 33%, like this is the fire rate you're dealing with, and it misses. Look at that. It just missed. Oh, because it can't hit a moving target reliably at all. And of course, it still doesn't even have much health, so yeah, it's just a bad ship. Railgun Corvette, bad ship. I mean, it did shoot a little bit better than normal, I will give it that, but even then, I need more. I need more than that. So anyway, we'll exit back to the lobby, and then what we want to do is click War Games, create custom lobby, blah blah blah. T, create lobby, and reconnaissance fleet, save, ready, let's go. Whoa. Zoom in on the Corvettes, let us see them. Okay, I'll let you see them. I'll build one, okay. What I'm going to build is the sexiest sounding ship in the game, hopefully. God, that never gets old. It's good. Right. Oh, look at all of my little shippies coming out. Flying out the little side. Wee.
Sizable incarnate forces incoming.
Right, okay.
They are pushing further into friendly space.
Okay, I've got Corvette Falcon Fire pattern again. Oh, here it is. Beam Assault Frigate. Lovely. Unlocks the Beam Assault Frigate, a powerful new pattern with 4 ion turrets. So,
Enemy
unlike
forces arriving shortly.
this
Begin resourcing
ion
operations
cannon frigate
immediately.
that only fires
Command will send an
one
objective soon.
beam, the Beam Assault Frigate has 4 that basically shoot in almost all directions. So if we have one of these, along with a single support thing, we should be in a very good spot. And then, yeah, I'm just going to send the fighters to go do fightery stuff.
Course punched in.
And then you can go collect some resources or something.
Position noted. Moving now.
Yeah, Beam Assault Frigates
Assault frigate
are
ready for action.
insanely funny. Just because of how much damage they can do. Like,
Send message.
it's just very good. They can hit in all directions.
We see it.
Actually, no, I can probably pull these fighters back in. I mean, they have to get in range first, but once they're in range, come on, shoot my
Incoming
boy.
hyperspace signature.
There we go, lovely. It just shoots 4 beams in a bunch of different directions, and pretty much on all targets, they're going to be enough to murder them. I mean, it's not the fastest moving ship, but it's pretty good, and it sounds meaty. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful stuff. Right. Interceptors, I have a mission for you, which is you are going to
Assault frigate ready for action.
collect all of the little salvage boxes for me.
Vector set. Position marked. Scans active.
Right, come on, find the relics.
Copy.
Assault
Find the
frigate ready
relics.
for action.
I suppose you actually could really do with like a couple recon, because then we might actually be able to spot a bit
Combat
better.
alert.
Right, okay, let me quickly grab
Scout
also the
ready.
recons.
Launching.
Receiving.
Okay, there's some salvage, that's
Assault frigate ready
useless.
for action.
Understood. Moving now. Locked in.
I legit don't know
A civilian
Spiff does
convoy
live
has been
streams.
attacked.
Yes,
and
I do
scattered
live
throughout the
streams.
area.
I
Locate
do.
and rescue all civilian vessels.
That's my jam. I mean, every once in a while. I don't do live streams that often. Just like
Adjusting plot.
every now and again.
Assault frigate ready for
Contact. Enemy Corvette. Copy that. Adjusting vector. Green line.
Okay, do I want to do this immediately?
EOS.
Where are the relics? There should be way more relics. Is it just because I don't have any recon that I can't see them? I feel like I should still be able to see them.
Give me zone coverage.
No, there are generally just hardly any relics.
Strike craft coming in fast.
I mean, don't get me wrong, the Beam Assault Frigate is doing pretty good back here by itself, but even so, like on the last week. Oh, there's one, come on, Swift, my boys, Swift. And there's one behind you as well,
Green line set.
Swift.
Sensor alert. Enemy strike craft coming in fast.
Okay, right. Have I got any recon lying around? No, I don't. Let's build some quick.
scout ready. Launching.
Right, there we go. So with that, can I get?
Move complete.
God damn it! It just wants me to upgrade.
Scout ready.
I increase
Launching.
Corvette hull by 10%, enable passive self-repair. Okay, fine. Let's go for a Corvette build.
Corvette destroyed.
Let's go for something weird. Something that shouldn't work, but we'll try anyway.
Adjusting.
Right, grab that salvage. Meanwhile, we can send in our capital ship to actually go and do the rescuing. Come on, just fly into it. You don't have to actually fight, you just have to fly near it.
Enemy
There we go, that's enough.
Who we face?
And then fly away. Increase its hull points even more.
Enemy Corvette closing. Please advise.
Combat alert.
Why not? Why not? Let's give it. Let's turn the Corvette into a tank. Let's turn one of the worst bloody ships in the game into a tank. Right.
Corvette.
Far
Look at
field
my
scan
poor
echoing
guys.
to your screen. Railgun Corvette complete.
Set transmission. Enemy strike craft closing back.
Right, so here's my one railgun Corvette is now actually built. Let's see if you can even do anything. I want to believe in you, railgun Corvette. I really do. I really do. But okay, you fired one shot and it wasn't very good damage. Like, I've got to be honest. The Recon ship was better. The Recon ship was a lot better. You're oh my god. Sensors exist, he's just not using them. I don't need them most of the time for these missions. I mean, they do definitely help in terms of like finding the relics better, but yeah. Corvettes, you are definitely not the build. That's for sure. That's what I've decided. Recon, go grab that.
Enemy Corvette destroyed. Say again, Corvette destroyed. Enemy Corvette hit and neutralized. Scout on location.
Right, I think if I upgrade this, it does also increase the assault ion beam assault frigates, because it says assault frigates, and I think that includes the ion ones, although I'm not certain.
For assault.
But oh dear, you chose a wrong insertion point to hop into. Silly fools. Yeah, I'm gonna say that they basically share the same thing, because I can research the dodge ability for them.
Hostile Corvette down.
Alright, up here.
Frigate moving.
RTS roguelike? Well, I mean, kind of. It's many things, but at the moment, this demo build is only the roguelike element.
Target Corvette is listing. Take it off the board.
Collection is underway.
Move complete. Waiting out. We are on location. Please advise.
All done. All resources collected.
There's one. I found another Gubbins box. Salvage Gubbins box, go. Oh, it's so good. God, yeah, Recon is so much better than everything else when it comes to actually discovering stuff. Like actually being able to see where the relics are hidden on the map.
Enemy strike craft.
God, Recon is so good. Why is Recon so good? Like, it's weak, it's tiny, but it's good at everything it does.
Fleet. Threat closing. Hostile strike craft have engaged.
Scout receiving.
Targeting strike craft.
Right, let's go get those boys over to collect that relic.
Assault frigate on station. Fleet. Assault frigate sustaining critical damage. Hostile Corvette down. Enemy Corvette destroyed. Say again, Corvette.
Right, there we go. That's the next relic claimed. Ah, here we go. Increase frigate population caps by 5, but decrease the strike craft Corvette caps by 5. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Okay, so that basically means we can now have 13 beam assault frigates, which is pretty good. However, I mean, of course, they're a lot more costly than my Recon boys. My Recon boys were like perfect because of how cheap they were. Whereas if I lose one of these guys, that's actually pretty bad. Bad for business.
Objective complete.
There we go,
New
right, another
enemies will
relic.
continue to arrive until you decide to move on to the next mission.
Increase damage by 50%, damage taken by 20% as well. Sure, why not? We'll turn them into kind of like glass cannons that can one hit. That'll be the plan. Why not? Alright, let's quickly gather some more resources. And as long as we don't lose any of our frigates here, we're fine.
Frigate moving. EOS up on the move. Corvette destroyed.
Yeah, as long as our lovely little harvester boy can get some harvesting done.
This density can map.
Assault frigate on station.
Enemy forces will soon overwhelm you.
Oh,
It is
God.
time to move on.
Yeah, I'll move on in a moment, okay, man? Jeez. I know. I know about the dangers.
Set.
God, I know about the dangers.
Taking fire.
Desert of Caress is a good intro to RTS. Yeah, Desert of Caress is a good intro to RTS. Yeah, especially because it's free at the moment. It's like, why not?
Ready. Sit.
Why not have a dabble with RTS?
All stations ready for contact.
God, my boy is on fire. He's not having a good day in terms of fire, but hey, at least his laser beam's going. They're pretty good. Oh, watch out for those torpedoes. Okay, good thing you did, but you're still taking a lot of damage. God, I really did make you quite glass cannony, didn't I? Yeah, I really did. It's not even fair how glass cannony you are. Right, let's just initiate hyperspace before you die. Where's the resource counter on the screen? It's hidden by my text, Connor. Good notice. Good spot. Oh. Cha-cha-cha. Right, we're back. Here we are. In the game. Resource controller. Get some money.
Enemy vessels will be closing
Here
in
is
on
our
all
money
locations.
counter.
Gather available resources and stand by for an objective
Beam
from
assaults.
command.
Follow this man. And you all magically healed yourself between the mission. Very good. Very, very good. Everyone else, watch as the recons fly around and try and gather goodie boxes.
Far field scan echoing to your screen.
You best find those bloody goodie boxes.
Hyperspace signatures detected. Enemies inbound. Prepare for attack.
Oh, great.
Contacts out here. Verify.
Ready. Enemy strike craft engaging.
Right, anyway, don't worry, we can beam assault. Come on, beam assault, my boys. Lovely. Man, you know what to do. Come on, better positioning. We haven't got a problem.
Target.
There we go, that's some better positioning.
Confirmed fire mission.
There we go, my recons have found a goodie box.
Craft coming in. Auto track all targets.
Splendid stuff.
Channel open.
And then men.
Target set.
Okay, there we go. We are kind of like trying to hit them through the terrain, but as soon as they round the corner of the terrain, they do die. So that's useful. Okay. Yes, there we go. We picked up one artifact. Lovely. Right, fly away with the artifact. Increases ion frigate. Well, we don't use any of those. I can increase the assault frigate's damage by 50% and increase damage taken. God, I feel like I'm just turning him into a piece of paper. Like, we're making them so very vulnerable. But if we can make it so they can kill enemies really good, then that's kind of okay.
All stations strap in. Go for scout.
Alright, but scanning is going...
High-value hostile transports are moving in.
Okay.
Intercept and destroy before they can hyperspace out.
Right, there we go.
Enemy
So we
transports
found
will
some
soon
enemy
arrive at the marked
transports.
locations. They must not be allowed to escape.
Okay, this is actually quite a... this is going to be a challenging one. We're going to have to group up all of our men. Do.
Hands up.
Swift, get Swift wiggling on.
Ready to copy. Vector set. En
And I'm
route.
hoping that over here as well there'll be another resource
Destination
gubbin.
confirmed.
Oh my god, is my FPS? Did my FPS die? No, I think my FPS is okay. Okay. Or is it? Okay, no, it's literally just OBS, I think, is breaking itself. Yeah, I think it is just OBS. Use some formations. Okay, fine. F7, 12. Let's go for a. Let's go for a sphere formation. Alright, sphere formation. Destroy these.
Weapon feeds are clear. Turrets tracking on AG.
Alright, men, you know exactly what to do. Chase them down, my lovely beam assaults. Chase them down.
Confirmed.
Right, form a tight formation because we want to basically maximize damage over everything else. If you take damage, you're going to die anyway, so we might as well. And Okay, there comes all of the assault corvettes. We've just been able to get them into scan range. And men, you know what to do. Beam and beam. Oh my god, this is not enough damage at all. Come on. I know they're meant to be tanky, but... God, 25,000 health? That's insanely tanky. Okay, still, the lasers are going. Good job, man. Good job.
New enemies will continue
We did it.
to arrive until you decide to move on to the next mission.
Alright, grab the salvage box.
Moving. Helm, adjust. Gunner in. Hostile Corvette down.
Alright, men, out of here quickly. Swiftly, swiftly, swiftly. Come grab that box and then we can run. Grab the box. Grab the box. There we go, right. And now we initiate hyperspace. Jeez, this one is a lot more scuffed than the last one. Choppy FPS. Yeah, I'm not too sure why. It must be just OBS, because the game is still giving me the same FPS, but nothing has changed with my OBS platform. Unsure. Yeah, that seems fine. Again. Okay.
Incarnate forces massing
Suddenly
at
you're
you
happy
to
again,
defend
OBS? I understand how it is.
You're using this as a forward base of operations to attack the base. It must be destroyed.
Destroy the 3 enemy production bays. As long as the bays are functional, they will be able to provide
God,
reinforcements.
all of these
to the
relics were
enemy.
useless. I'm just gonna... I mean, we haven't even used corvettes, but
Strange energy signatures
screw it.
coming from the surgical
let's just
strike
get a
test
few of them.
Expect
Just to
energy
see what would
signatures.
happen. Because
High
we don't
explosive
know. We
ordnance
don't
detected
know
from the long-range fleet bay.
what it would even do.
Capital ship signature detected at the force
Anyway,
projection
beam assault
fleet bay.
frigate, just fly
Heavy
straight
armor
down.
weaponry recommended.
There we go, we'll just group you all
Railgun
up.
Corvette complete.
Go for a nice aggressive delta wing formation, fly on. Actually, we should go for a wall and fly down.
Ready to copy.
Right, here come the railgun corvettes.
Railgun Corvette ready. Launching.
Okay, you have the railgun corvette now has passive healing, and I'm wondering if it's basically 4 times passive healing. Scuffed hyperspace jump. What do you mean? That wasn't scuffed. That was a smooth
Railgun
hyperspace
Corvette ready.
jump.
Launching.
That was smooth.
Screens and get us moving.
Not everyone died, so that's a good start. God, my resource controller is going to get shredded by those fighters.
Copy on redirect.
Just like chill back a bit for a moment.
On the move.
Right, here we go. Now
Railgun
my
Corvette
beamers
ready.
are coming in.
Launching.
Beamers, you know what to do. Get beaming. Yeah! God, you guys do not do anywhere near enough damage. I mean, the good thing is that they can clear up fighters really easily, because they can multi-target like gods.
Railgun Corvette complete.
Receiving.
Right, railgun corvettes, can you deal with these guys? Can you deal
Frigate down.
with the fighters? Hopefully before they even notice you exist.
Frigate down.
Railgun Corvette complete.
You missed. Come on. You missed again. One of you hit. You missed again. Okay, and one of you did take damage. Nope, you are healing at a normal pace. God damn it, railgun corvettes.
Railgun Corvette complete.
You are useless. Stupid, useless railgun corvettes.
Yeah.
Okay, resource collector, go collect resources, go. Swift, swift.
Send. New heading set. Helm, move us.
Railgun Corvette complete.
Send message.
Alright.
Understood.
I shouldn't have even built 8 of these. This was a waste. Gosh darn waste. Look at that. They're probably all gonna die to these strike craft. Okay, to be fair, they did kill the other corvette. Okay, so the corvette is good at killing the other corvette, and that's about it. When it comes to fighters, very bad.
Reactor is vacant.
Very, very bad.
Target ID locked in.
Alright, turn around and try and fight these.
Reactor locked in.
Also very bad. Corvettes, come on, guys.
Corvette down. Fleet reporting critical damage to
Oh dear, you guys are so bad. They're so bad. Oh, thank you, a cup of tea. Oh, Mango's just rescued me with a cup of tea, just as I needed it. That's wonderful. PC specs, I'm running a 3090 with a i9, like 8 core, or is it 16 core, I think, and 32 gigabytes of RAM. Actually, no, sorry, I think it is 64 gigabytes of RAM, yeah. So I have a pretty decent PC. The one thing that I guess I'm not running is the latest generation of graphics card. But like, you've got to remember, so few people bought the 40 series that most people haven't really been able to build around gamers having access to the 40 series because no one got them. It turns out they were pretty bad, so we just all collectively ignored it.
go.
Yeah, that's the 40 series. I mean, hey, if you own a 40 series, let me know. No idea why. No clue why someone would release a space game a week before Starfield. Ah, well, they haven't released it. This game doesn't come out until February. That's right, February next year. Next year. I know. February. It's kind of brilliant. Okay, I'm going to have to waste some resources to get the dodgel ability. And it is canonically the dodgel ability. Allows the unit to use its dodgel.
Complete.
Ah, we love to dodgel, don't we? Dodgel, dodgel, dodgel. i9 sounds like a 9900K. Yeah, that's what I mean, sorry. I said i9, it's definitely not 99. Apologies for my my hubris.
Perfect shot. Exit.
What are my Corvettes doing?
Craft engaging.
Did one of them just blow up?
Target locked.
Okay, well, we lost a Corvette somewhere. I guess.
Helm, move to engage. Battery confirmed
Oh
ready.
dear.
Attack
Corvettes.
launch. All stations ready.
Oh, fantastic. I've been given a flapjack as well as a fisherman's friend. The international greatest thing to receive when you're ill. Oh my goodness, Vero, thank you very much for your generous donation of $10. Hey Spiff, I just wanted to say I love your content. This is the first live stream you've managed to watch. You're the reason I got into RimWorld. Oh my goodness. Well, speaking of RimWorld, I met the creator, or the co-creator of Dwarf Fortress at Gamescom. That's right. He was incredibly lovely. He was so cute. It was like his first time in Europe and Germany, and he was just so amazed by so many things. He was like, I can't believe you put rhubarb in drinks, because previously he'd only ever really had to say rhubarb in pie. And so he was like, yeah, it's wild. You guys have like rhubarb drinks and like rhubarb gin and rhubarb cola. And I was like, yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? And he bloody loved it. He had an absolute field day with it. Target that boy. Stop beaming my frigate. I lost 2 frigates because I was talking about rhubarb and Dwarf Fortress. To be expected, I guess. Should I get anything for my... I should probably get some recons just to like screen a bit, kind of like provide target wasting fodder. There we go, right. So we're down to 8 of our ships there. That's okay. That's okay. I can't believe you put rhubarb in drinks. Yeah, it's actually really good. Like a bit of like a rhubarb gin is honestly amazing. Really, really worth trying if you've never tried it. Yeah, big fan. Big fan of it. Ooh, the space fight. Yeah, look, my recon ships are actually doing something. And by something, I mean it takes them ages to inflict basically no damage on an enemy corvette. Yeah, these are normal recon ships. Oh, they're so bad. Give me my old recon ships back. They were so good. They were so good. I mean, hey, maybe my corvettes will be good at targeting the frigate. Okay, one of them fired and I think missed. And missed again. And they just all died. They just all died.
Watch my shot.
Thanks, Corvettes. I could give you the triple shot research upgrade, but I don't see a point because you just waste it. Wow, the enemy decided to warp a ship into the middle of a contested point, and then watch as we blew it up. Oh, but now I can do my dodgel. Good dodgeling, man. Good dodgeling. Splendid stuff. I do need to be careful because I can't really deal with my my carrier getting killed. And my carrier is looking a bit worse for wear. So let's pull that bad boy back a bit. Let's get a couple of support frigates constructed because they can heal up our carrier, which should be very useful. And let's also just get some more recons built. Speed them out. There we go. We got the force projection bay. Now we just want to move on over to the final one, the long-range fleet. Splendid. And it seems like all of the enemy ships have just been coming out of here and causing problems. Lovely. Brilliant. Oh my god, there's so many fighters. There are so many fighters. Right. Immediately, support frigate, you need to get healing that. And I guess I also am going to need some beam frigates.
Sensor alert. Enemy strike craft coming in fast.
God, yeah, the recon is nowhere near as good. It's so bad. Like, it basically dies in the same amount of hits, but this time it doesn't do extra damage as well. I mean, at least the carrier can do, well, it can do a little bit of fighting itself, which isn't the worst, but yeah, it's not what you want. You definitely do want something stronger, and unfortunately I'm out of resources as well, so I'm down to 3 recons. Okay, I've got to move the carrier away. And I've got to send in the beams from up here to assist. Let's give them... If I spam the dodge, does that make it faster for them to move as well? No, that would be silly. Okay, carrier, you've got to start ascending. We've just got to start sending you up into the stratosphere. There we go. Up you go. Climb. Heal and climb. The support frigate will save you. And in come the saviors. Come on. Carrier health is at 49%. Oh dear. Can you actually get... we're doing good. We're making some wiggling. Oh my goodness. Dylan Lawrence, thank you very much. How are you doing, Brit? I'm doing, you know, like, it's not the best to be ill, but at the same time we've got a very busy week ahead of us because we have, say, Starfield coming out, which is pretty big, as you can imagine. That's definitely one of the games. Then we have City Skylines 2 is about to, like, well, we've got a video, which is, I guess, an early video coming out, which, you know, that's really, really awesome. And I'm excited for that. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. This run did not go anywhere near as well. This went a lot more accurate to how a normal three-player run would, a normal one-player run would go. But yeah, so we've got City Skylines releasing on the 8th. Then we have Starfield is on the 1st. I'll probably do a live stream on the 1st, which is this Friday. I think it makes the most sense. Yeah, thank you very much, Dylan Lawrence. That's an incredibly generous donation. Okay, I think it's safe to say this one is a big old L. I'll just send the carrier to try and do some assistance. But yeah, this has not gone effectively at all. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Can we see the mothership or is it carrier only? For this game mode, it is carrier only. I have seen the mothership. It's very, very nice to look at. They gave me one as a little like 3D printed model for turning up to Gamescom, which was very cute. It had a hidden little USB in it, and there goes the carrier. Jeez. No, that thing really got railed. That thing got destroyed. That was only 13 minutes. We blitzed that run. Jeez. Yeah, Strikecraft are definitely the way to go. They were way stronger. Way, way, way stronger. Oh my god, Bomb Fox. How balanced do you think Starfield will be? I think Starfield will be about as balanced as kind of like, you know, one of those wobbly waving arm people you see in front of, like, say, car dealerships? About that balance, but there's currently like a monsoon season going on and there's a hurricane sweeping by. I think that's the level of upright we're going to get. Now, I did see one post, which was a employee at Bethesda saying, well, sorry, an executive at Bethesda saying that their QA department says that this will be the most stable and bug-free Bethesda game ever released. Now, if that's the case, I would like to do a video which is literally just like, I'm playing Starfield and the video will end as soon as I encounter a bug. And there's a chance the video never ends. There's a chance, chat. There's also a chance it could end immediately. I think that's quite likely. Quite likely indeed. Oh dear. Alright.
Sizable incarnate forces incoming. They are pushing further into friendly space. Hagarin Command suspects
I mean,
there is an incarnate
I could go
base
for an
within this
Interceptor
sector.
Brawler upgrade.
Engage hostile forces
Increases
and
damage
their base of
by
operations.
150%, hull and armor by
Find and
50%,
destroy this base.
but reduces the weapon range.
Enemy forces arriving shortly.
No, let's give it a
Begin
go.
resourcing operations
Let's go for
immediately. Command will send an
Let's go for an
objective soon.
Interceptor build. I haven't really messed about with one of these.
Ready to copy.
Let's give it a try. Oh, Dylan Lawrence. Starfield is going to be a piece of garbage, I know it. I mean, it could be. It could also be really, really good. And there's not really a way to know at this moment in time, because we haven't really gotten any like concrete reviews of the game yet. Bethesda did seem very confident about it. That's all I'll say. Like, usually there are signs developers make when they know a game's going to be a little bit of a flop, and they're like, members of a team won't want to necessarily, like, say, strap their name onto it quite as much. They just don't want to be quite as like proud about it. But no, it seems
Incoming hyperspace signature
it seems
detected.
quite
Ready for attack.
something that they're all quite proud of, which is cute. That's really good. That's good for them. I'm sure they'll make some good money off of it.
Probe is away.
All right, interceptors,
Probe launching.
go do your intercepting.
Probe launching.
Give me a wall formation. What the heck is a wall for? That's not a wall formation. That's just like
Interceptor is
a
away.
blob of people formation. He didn't even kill one ship. What the heck? Anyway, I now have a damage boost thing, which should mean that they do more damage. Okay, yeah, that was definitely more damage. That was good. That was a good amount of more damage. Jeez, I like that. Okay, finally, probe. Probes. I want 2 probes over there. And I would like
Interceptor reads.
1 probe, like, I don't know, just up there somewhere. That should do good. Alright,
Resource controller complete
And
and,
then-
ready for operation.
Combat alert.
we'll send all of our boys out this way.
Coordinates marked. Reposition. Range confirmed. Let's give him a target.
But yeah, I think Bethesda should be...
Good shot.
yeah, Bethesda seem incredibly proud of what they've created. Yeah, which is a surprise, because, I mean, of course, it could just be a marketing gimmick, and they could just be lying through their teeth. But
High-value
I-
civilian transports are moving into
I don't know, I
the
just get the vibe that
provide escort to the extraction
they do
site.
seem pretty
You must
happy.
move your carrier
I think
into
the
position
biggest
in
thing
order
that
to
could go
escort the
wrong with
civilian
Starfield
vessels.
is if the game that players are hoping for is different. Like, I think if people are treating this like Space Skyrim, they might get a bit upset, because I think it's more likely to be Space Fallout at the end of the day. I think it's going to be like Space Fallout meets a bit of No Man's Sky, where it's just going to be you flying around seeing stuff, and not necessarily like this big scripted war with set pieces and things like that. I think it's going to be a lot more floaty, a lot more floaty.
Combat alert.
Anyway, right, let's grab a few of these relics.
Interceptor is away.
Command, carrier on location.
Actually, let's go
Target
up there.
acquired. Target's back in. Adjusting attack pattern.
There we go. Go grab that salvage. Go on, yes. Go do it.
Corvette closing fast and heavy. Corvette targeting Corvette.
There we go. Grab that. Sweet. Artifact. What do we got? None of these are good. Increased torpedo frigate range and torpedo speed. Why not? Okay, we could try a super long range torpedo build. Just for a laugh. If we can stack those relics enough, then sure, that might be possible.
Ops update.
There we go, we got another one.
Move complete.
Increase interceptor damage and speed. Reduces weapon range. Okay, let's go for that. Increased torpedo frigate
Combat alert.
vision. Enables passive repair. Reduces speed. Okay, we'll
Interceptor
give that a
launching.
try. That's another benefit, I guess.
Marked. Vectoring in.
What is our Okay, we've got an escort mission. Okay, that's fine.
Receiving.
We can do that.
We're inbound. We have contact. Corvette. Fleet, carrier. Hostile Corvette has a firing solution on us. Ops, controller. We are in position. Collectors are active. Target acquired.
Right, there we go. Just tidy all of that up. Oh man, I love Obsidian games, but the Outer Worlds really missed the mark. Yeah, I've got to be honest. Outer Worlds was like, I enjoyed aspects of that game, and I hated so much of it. Like, for me, the Outer Worlds. So if you don't know, the Outer Worlds was made by the people who brought you Fallout New Vegas, which is, you know, everyone's favorite game to say they played, and it just wasn't good. Like, a lot of the humor was incredibly bad, incredibly forced, and just felt so annoying, and in the worst way possible.
Fleet, carrier. Contact.
And then when it wasn't the like really annoying dialogue, it
The
was
civilian vessels are in
damage
place.
here isn't very
Be
good.
on alert. Enemies will try to
It was
intercept.
just it was like the story just had so many plot holes. Like, the entire, I mean, this is a spoiler, but it doesn't matter. But like, the entire storyline was kind of built around people are big evil corporations doing big evil things simply because money. And at the end of the day, it's like, okay, well, why are they doing the big evil things? It's like, oh, well, they're actually doing it for X reason. It's like, okay, so the story makes sense. And it's like, oh, no, but they're doing it for X reason, but we're going to really poorly flesh out that, you know, the reason they want to put everyone into cryosleep is because they're running out of food. It's because of that, but also we can grow food, and there's a solution to that, and there was always solutions to that, but no one really talks about them, and we just kind of pretend that they they exist in the third act. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad in all of the worst ways. Alright, one cooler guy says, I see a concerning lack of hippity hoppity. Your ship is now my property. You must tell me that you can embrace your inner crime doer. Don't tell me you can't just enforce reclamation on their fleet. You can, just not in this version of the game. This is like an early access build. This is an alpha of the game, and so consequently, yeah, you can't just literally yoink the enemy fleet, which you can in normal Homeworld. In normal Homeworld, one of the best ways to break the game was just to effectively pirate the entirety of the enemy fleet. And if you did it, you couldn't be stopped because you had a much larger fleet than whatever the enemy could muster. It was good. Also, thank you, One Cooler Guy, for being such a goat, as literally Stray Being in the chat says. Oh, One Cooler Guy legend. The legend that is One Cooler Guy. I know. Also, Cooler Guy, I met Martin Cetopants. I did. He was as Australian as you'd expect. And by that I mean he was very Australian. God, we actually killed that one relatively fast. Can we kill this one? Can we kill this one, please? There we go. Can we kill the next one? That was good. Okay, so against corvettes, really good.
New enemies will continue
Really good against
until you
corvettes.
decide to move on to the next mission.
Increased torpedo fire rate. Reduce torpedo damage. Alright, we're going to try the torpedo frigates. I'm going to give them one chance. One chance, chat, because they're big boys and they look cute. Okay, look at this. You can individually see all of them. Like, you can see them shoot when they shoot. It's really cute. Wait, actually, that just makes nonsense. That was basically nonsense. You can see them shoot when they shoot. Okay, target that assault frigate. Okay, here we go. Upgraded. Upgraded. You can do this. You're literally missing all of the shots. Now is meant to be your time. You're worse than the Recon ships. Look at that. Look at what I have to work with. Look at what I have to work with. He's just hiding in a tube. Go on, torpedo frigate. You can do it. You can do it, torpedo frigate. God, you're so bad, torpedo frigate. Oh my god.
Enemy forces will soon.
They're literally the
overwhelm.
Apache attack
It's time to
helicopters.
move on.
I will say that the game is not balanced in its current state. It is not meant to be balanced in its current state. It is an alpha. That said, it is for... it's good. Somehow I don't know who Martin Cetopants is. No, it's Cetopants. C-I-O-T. You know, it doesn't matter. Just type in Just Cause speedrun and he'll come up. Expanse tropes they or not. Look, I just want them to be like giant pew 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 pew, but they're not. They're really not.
Enemy vessels will be closing in on our location.
Yeah.
Gather
bet
available
they will.
resources and stand
I
by for an
bet they will.
objective from command.
They're gonna bloody close in on my position and they'll be like, oh, you look like you have no idea what you're doing. Time for me to just blow you up like some kind of idiot. Alright, can I do like a sphere formation? I don't know.
Hyperspace signatures detected. Enemies inbound.
Okay,
Prepare
enemies
for
inbound.
attack.
Okay, let me move you this way. And then we'll position you with a good distance to where the incursion point is. And then your job is going to be to kill whatever comes out of the incursion point. And that's going to be the proof that you're valuable. Because this is 4,000 points. 4,000 points. Now, Recon was 50 points. Very cheap. And Recon took whatever came out of that insurgent point and massacred it so quickly you couldn't even process it mentally.
Production complete. Torpedo
Right.
frigate deploying.
Men, torpedo frigate, do what you need to do. Now there is a little bit of stuff in the way. Come on, come on. Literally no hits. One hit, a couple of hits. Come on, come on, you can do this. Why are you so bad? Why are you so bad? Look, they're stationary now. They're basically stationary now. Why did you move to get closer to them?
Frigate is going critical.
Frigate is going critical. You are losing to corvettes! How are you losing this badly?
A civilian convoy has been attacked and scattered throughout the area. Locate and rescue all civilian vessels.
Critical hit. Enemy Corvette destroyed.
You know you can make mixed unit type groups in supporting formations, right? I am completely aware of that
Torpedo
and
frigate
choosing
deployed.
not to do it. That was literally a point blank miss. Yeah. Torpedo frigates right now, you just ain't it. Look at that. Literally half the shots there missed completely. God. Okay, right. This one's a that's an F. That is an F. We're going back to Strikecraft. Why did I even stray from the perfect? Right, create custom lobby. There we go. Reconnaissance fleet. Actually, I could go for Strikecraft fleet. Why not? Why not? It means I don't get to pick my relics at the start, but I think I get some balanced relics that are... One of them is always Strikecraft focused. At least. They aren't a point-blank weapon. I know they're not a point-blank weapon, but like... If there's a stationary target in front of you... Like, I feel like a torpedo should be doing more damage. Like, it's so easy to dodge... It needs to be doing some kind of like extra damage. Right, what do we got? We got Recon Ranger pattern. So that's our like one big positive thing. Yeah, right, there we go. Just make you do your thing and say, hey, go kill that carrier. You're going to go over here.
Enemy forces arriving shortly.
And we're going to get
Begin
building
resourcing
some
operations
probes
Command
immediately.
will send an objective soon.
Probe is away.
Probe.
Probe launching.
Probe. God, probes are
Probe is
cute.
away.
They're pretty bad, but they're pretty cute at the same time. They're gonna help us scan the battlefield, basically, chat.
Enemy ship destroyed.
Scan for gubbins.
Incoming hyperspace signatures detected. Ready for attack.
Ooh, here we go. Our next attack is coming in.
Marked. Vectoring in.
We just lost sight of them. Come on. Actually, did they phase out? I think they did. Okay, let's go pick up that salvage.
Moving in.
We should be able to grab that salvage actually and then come back.
On me. Maintain visual.
Actually, this should be easy because it appears that the enemy are choosing to ignore my actual fleet in order to go after my probe, which is kind of very funny.
Check target.
Alright, let's grab some more recons.
Ready.
Alright, carrier, do what you know you need to do.
Send it.
Command, carrier on
Alright, these recons, their job is literally just going to be to grab the stuff. Get
Combat
flak
alert.
frigates or other corvettes. The only corvettes we have access to are railgun corvettes. I know.
Scouring.
I would love some other corvettes, but we just are not allowed them at the moment. Right, that's good. That's one salvage complete. Increase Strikecraft population caps by 10. Oh, that's good. Oh, that is really good.
High-value hostile transports are moving into system.
Brilliant. All vision bonuses also apply damage for recon.
Or they can hyperspace out.
Enemy transports will
Over
soon
here, grab
arrive
that
at
salvage.
locations.
God,
They must
that
not
is
be allowed
so
to escape.
good. Oh, this is very good.
Scout ready. Launching.
Very, very, very good. Okay, there's another one.
Enemy Corvette. Ops. Controller.
Might as well just grab a bomber upgrade, even though I'm not going to use them.
Receiving.
That was nice, though. That was very nice. Right, let's go
Coordinates locked in.
over here. I think there's
Try to keep a low profile this
a
time.
chance of there being another relic dotted around and about over here.
Break
Unsure.
contact.
Actually, no, we have that kind of scanned.
Combat alert.
Maybe over here. Anyway, how is my recon boys doing? Alright, you guys should tidy up those.
Moving on
Whilst these guys actually go and find more artifacts for me. God, this is going to be very good. It's going to be way better than the previous one. Is this PV or PvP? This is PvE, these missions, but the game does of course have PvP when it releases. Skirmish is a very, very important aspect of Homeworld. Everyone loves a good skirmish against friends, mostly because you just get to mess with your friends, and who doesn't love that? Right, 27 recon ships versus the transport fleets. I'm pretty sure I've picked up every artifact on the map that I could have access to. I don't think there's any others left. Which is fine. Like, also kind of sad, but understandable. Alright, we got some... What are you? Interceptors. Okay, go deal with that. Meanwhile, Recon is going to do what Recon does best. Just cause chaos. Right, try and kill all of the other stuff first. There we go. Yes, there we go. Good stuff. Good stuff. Because we can always catch up to these transports later, no problem, because we're incredibly fast. Recon is just so swift. There we go. Good stuff. Swing back around, take out some of these fighters. Oh, you are good, my Recon boys. No damage, no units lost. That's one transport ship destroyed. Actually, is it? No, where did we get that relic from?
Tracking target at long range.
I have no idea.
Adjust for lead.
Sweet, I'll take that. Enables interceptor passive self-repair. I mean, we're not using the interceptor, but that's okay. That's okay. Also, passive self-repair on a ship with literally no health is kind of meaningless, but that's fine.
Objective complete.
And there
New
we
enemies will continue to
Glorious
arrive until
success.
you decide to move on to the next mission.
Glorious, glorious success. Very, very good. Right. Let me nab this. What do we got? Increase recon damage and vision, but you take more damage. That's okay. Alright, sweet. Let's jump on out. That was a good success. You don't have these repair exotics for your ship. Can you buy at a shipyard? I don't know. I don't know for this version and game mode. Yeah, there's clearly enough stuff you can hide behind for these in these scenarios. Yeah, there's definitely enough terrain and cover. If you want to play this as like a stealthy fleet, then you can. Because something you have to remember is that like ships have detection, right? And a recon ship is a lot harder to detect than someone's entire carrier. So it means it's very easy to literally
Enemy
position
vessels will be
ships
closing in on our
behind a
Gather
location
available
like here,
resources
where
and
there's like
stand by
effectively
for
a
an
dead
objective
spot.
from command.
Right.
Send transmission.
I might as well just send you off to go tidy that up quickly.
Moving on target.
Probes.
Pulling up target spec.
Probes, glorious probes. Love to go and
Hyperspace
do
signatures
probing.
detected. Enemies inbound. Prepare for attack.
Oh, we got some recon as well. Right, recon. Go grab that artifact. This recon, go grab that artifact.
Enemy ship destroyed.
Go with message.
There we go. Good stuff. Good stuff. It's going to take us a while to actually offload all of the recon out of our ship, but this is good. And hang on a second, is that another... Is there another box up here? Yes, there is. You bet there is.
Watch your scopes.
There we go. So we already have 3 artifacts that we've just nabbed, and there's some more down there. Right, what do we got? This is bad. That's fine and meaningless. Another 10 strikecraft population. Damage. Increase recon weapon range. Yes.
Scout.
Corvette close.
Okay, that was some good, very, very good ones. Okay, we got some range boosts and an extra 10 recon chips is so good. And there we go, there's another artifact. I think there's another one hidden away in here as well. Or at the very least, there's a multi-beam frigate that I want
A
dead.
civilian convoy has been attacked and scattered throughout the area. Locate
Right.
and rescue all
What do we got
civilian
here?
vessels.
Increase bomber's hull by 25%. That's fine. We can take that. Okay. Okay, right. Recon now needs to be grouped up again because we are finally ready to do some proper combat. And actually, you know what? Our resource controller should probably get sent off to do resource controlling. Meanwhile, our carrier now needs to actually pump out even more recons. Oh my god. I didn't know you could go this far. Let's boost the production speed. This is too far.
Shifting to engage. We're on it.
This is incredible though. Very, very chuffed with this.
We're on it.
Right, how are my recons doing here? Very good, just spinning around the corvettes. Let's give them a speed boost so they can dodge better. Good strafing, good movement. Look at them go. Look at you pirouetting, turning, wiggling around. Oh, yes. Oh, good job, my lovely spinning boys.
Target site is locked in and looking great. Expect materials uptick shortly.
Right, splendid stuff. That's a brilliant... God, this one's going to be even more broken. This is all the recon chips. All of the recon chips. Part of me wants to find the interceptors and send them off to die so that I can just go full recon. So that's what I'll do. Interceptors, off you go. Go see if you can tidy that up. Meanwhile, recon chips, come here.
Copy that.
Let's group you all up. There's just... God, you're all so fast as well. You're so speedy.
On station.
Right, let's go for a...
Understood.
let's go for that lovely wedge formation with an evasive stance.
Scout.
Actually, let's go for neutral.
Confirm path.
Actually, no, let's just go pure aggression. You basically made a paper, so you might as well be. Right, and attack. And I might as well group you all up as well. Why not? So here we go. 41 recon ships.
Craft on approach. Meet them head on.
This is 4,100 points, I guess. Oh no, is it? Yeah, right? I think so. In you come, my boys. In you come. Get spinning around. Get that engine boost going. Any losses and I'll be disappointed. You should be able to dodge them all. Oh, yes. No losses. No losses. And the enemy cruiser couldn't even do anything. Oh, it's just that good. It just works. It really does just work. Right, we've now also increased the size of our group. Aggressive delta stance. Let's go for that. I feel like that should be pretty decent for us. Oh, oh God. Why is the FPS on OBS gone? Did it change the settings back to VSync? Okay, let me turn off VSync quickly. Oh my God, I think I just noticed what it was. It's playing in a way higher resolution than I actually have. 3620 by 2060 I think is way high. Let me quickly... Okay, let's pop VSync back on.
Ready.
Okay. Let me... Settings. Let's switch to full screen and see how this does. Okay. I think there's a chance this has just made everything worse. Yep, I need to fix that. Right, change down to 2560 by 1440. Apply settings. Here we go. Oh, okay, right. So we are now actually full screen, and it's properly loaded in. FPS. Yeah, I'm not too sure why it was wanting to be at 1.5 times res, because that's a bit crazy. Games normally need to have a reason to be wanting to do that kind of silly stuff. Right, where's our next rescue ship? Let me go kill this whilst I'm doing that, I guess. Oh wait, nope, here they come out the woodworks. Ah, and there's the rescue ship. We've got some corvettes to murder. What's down here?
Adjusting.
Far field scan echoing to your screen.
All resources collected. Standing by orders. Full bird to intercept.
Right, 43 little Rangers, Recon boys, spinning around, having a good time in space. Oh, just having a blast. A real blast. Can you fly into a black hole? I wish. No, you can't. Spiff, just back off work, turn this on. Oh, you're just back off work. And the screen of lag, it just works. I can say from my perspective, I'm getting a smooth 60 FPS. Like a perfectly smooth 60 FPS. So I'm afraid this is just on OBS's end. I get it sometimes, like Warhammer for some reason. Like no matter how much I lowered the graphics of Warhammer, I would get 60 FPS my end, but OBS would for some reason not want to go above like a random 20 to 40 FPS. I'm sorry. It's just how it is. Alright, there we go. That was, I won't lie, little recons. I've done that before with frigates, and we lost multiple of them, so, that was very good. That was very, very, very good. You should be proud of yourselves, men. Very proud.
Attack orders confirmed.
Packet received. Stay tight.
Actually, I suppose I'm meant to be staying there to rescue, not necessarily murder
Enemy forces
everyone.
will soon overwhelm you. It is time to move on.
Right, yeah. Stay here to rescue.
Enemy corvette engaging target. Tracking
Doing good.
hostile corvette. Set scout on location.
Objective complete. New enemies
We
will
did
continue
it.
to arrive
Right,
until
claim
you decide
artifact.
to move on to the next mission.
All of these are bad. All are bad. Oh, well, that's fine. Recons, go do your thing.
Scratch one enemy corvette.
I think we have harvested everything from this area.
Enemy corvette destroyed. Confirm kill. Corvette destroyed.
I'll do one quick check by flying the recons out here. Just to be certain. I really have to be certain that we did get rid of all of the artifacts from the map, because if we didn't, I'd be annoyed. You know, they're good. You definitely want as many artifacts as you can find.
Request reassign. Launch your scopes. Let's go.
Yep. Okay. I do believe that is the map completely cleared out for us. Fair dues. I guess I can just tell Recon to go murder everything, I guess.
Stand by. Okay, packet is good. Target ID confirmed.
God, look at them go. They're so good. Right, we're warping out of here.
Ops. Controller.
Only probe and no other craft. We might have a problem with that because probes don't have any weapons. Don't you suppose these frigate, the recons deserve a couple of support frigates for heals? No, because the frigates literally just take away resources that we can use to build more recons, and at the same time, if a recon takes a hit, realistically, it's not going to survive very long, is it? It's kind of a death sentence.
As a forward base of operations to attack Hagaran space. It must be destroyed.
Destroy the 3 enemy production bays. As long as the bays are functional, they will be able to provide reinforcements to the enemy.
Alright, mission
The
again.
Prussian fleet bay
Blow up
is
the stuff.
producing anti-strike craft ships. Strange energy signatures coming from the surgical strike production bay. Expect energy weaponry.
But yeah, I don't think it's a Denuva or anything like that. It's literally just OBS on my end because, yeah, my frames are very tasty in the real world, but for some reason, grumpy. Grumpy on OBS. Grumpy frames. That's not what you want. You do not want grumpy frames. Right, we are now actually maxed on Recon. Jeez. You need to spit them out faster, little carrier. I guess you weren't designed to produce a bajillion recon ships all at the same time.
Scout receiving.
They're all kind of like stacking up on each other because they can't get out whilst the ship's descending. You know, actually, I might be able to help them with that. Go attack this, and carrier, just like stay still for like 1 moment. There we go. Carrier stays still. Recon ships get out. Everyone is happy. Recon ships down here. You're doing a splendid job of murdering everyone.
Closing on strike craft.
Brilliant job of murdering everyone. Well done. Well done. Very, very well done. Right, up you come. Carrier.
Moving into SO. You got us, lead?
Down you go to protect the resource controller.
Establish link.
Whoa. Have an assault frigate to guard resources? Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Do I actually have any of these buffed? Corvettes, Recon. I've got a bunch of heavy bomber buffs, but like, I find the bombers aren't very good. They kind of suffer the same issue that torpedo frigates do, in my opinion, which is like they can't adapt fast enough in combat, which creates a problem. Right, anyway, let's send in our recons.
Close rate calculating.
Group 1 reinforced.
Right, off you go. Go do some killing. Look, he's about to pop his head up. Ooh, he just got drive-by'd and literally one-shot. And you are dead. Good job, everyone. Good job. Right. I've selected my fleet of boys. You are going to fly up here and destroy the surgical strike fleet. There we go. Let's do that. Let's just ascend you up and have you capture that point.
Standing by.
Oh my goodness, hang on a second, these recons could be joining in as well.
Fleet carrier. We've been engaged. Tracking hostile corvette.
Come on, you can do this. Right, everyone comes on up. They let off their first volley, destroy some ships. And then as soon as everyone does their first swing, I want to boost them so they can immediately pivot away and set up for their next attack runs. Oh my goodness, look at how fast they can do it. This is good. This is very good. Yeah, I'm sorry, Recon boys, you are the future. You are the future. You may not like it, this is what peak performance looks like. I love the channel, Spiff. Watching for a couple of years. What's your thoughts on the X3 and X4 games? I think they're very fun, but they're very bloated. God, we didn't even lose a single ship, did we? They're incredibly bloated in terms of like gameplay mechanics, to the point where they are just not user-friendly in any meaningful way, which is a problem. Like that's just a fundamental issue. There needs to be at least some level of, like, I don't know, like, there has to be a reason to play this game other than it just being a sandbox. You can't just play a sandbox game for sandbox sake. Oh yay, some ships spawned in. And already one of them's at like almost half health.
Research complete.
I guess I only need like 5 of you guys to just murder all of these ships. God, that was good. That was way too good. Jeez. Carrier's having a few problems. Let's get some suppression frigates built. That should solve that. We've also got a couple of recons down here, and they'll tidy up. We don't really need the resource controller anymore, but you know it's still nice to have him. Who doesn't like money going up?
Suppression frigate is now ready. That's it.
Target destroyed.
Alright, up I come. Wait, why am I pressing? Why do I always point? I should just do Q and E to go up and down. That's one issue I always make. I'm pretty bad with the camera controls, but that's always been my one weakness with Homeworld games.
Okay, I've got it.
Right, what do we got here? Some enemy ships. Just corvettes, nothing major. Strike craft, assault corvettes. Yeah, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Pop on the little boost.
Suppression frigate is now ready.
Fly around like lunatics so that you can't even be hit. Job done. Easy as that. Right, let's go straight over to the suppression fleet. Actually, wait, should we swing down here and kill them before they become an issue?
Ops, update. Resource operations underway. Go. Go for... Confirm. Enemy Corvette destroyed.
Right.
Engaging strike craft.
One little sweep in from the south to assist my little friends. There we go, good job.
Enemy Corvette contact. Close the range.
Oh, this fight is incredibly beautiful. Come on, give them a strength. Give these little Corvettes a strength. You know they deserve it. Oh, they deserve it. Oh, yes. God, you're so good. Recon, why are you so good? Lovely.
We're on it.
Do I want to deal with this lot? I feel like we're going to be moving on from...
Frigate is now ready.
Closing on strike craft.
Yeah, I feel like we just kind of need to move on to the suppression fleet swift, but we can deal with that one incredibly fast. Brilliant. We got down there. Okay, we should deal with that. There is an attack frigate, so our Recon is the best bet for killing with that.
Adjust for lead.
Engaging Corvette.
Why are they trying to climb so hard? Jeez, they really are trying to climb so hard. Well, that's not going to save them. Oh my gosh. Just one-shot that entire frigate. Okay, right. Well, that was good. Fighters, over to the suppression fleet you go, I guess.
EOS feed stable.
Good job. Jeez, I haven't lost a single Recon craft. That was wild. That was absolutely wild. I haven't lost a single Recon from the 40 ships or so that I sent over here.
Craft closing fast. Go evac.
Okay, we will, actually, we should probably climb up and deal with these guys.
Is depleted. Request
Swiftly up. They're plasma corvettes, so they can't even dodge out of the way. Yep, that was just big old speedy moves.
Enemy strike craft closing fast.
Oh yes. Oh yes, oh yes.
Confirm kill. Corvette destroyed.
We're not gonna send the carrier over. Maybe they'll be able to deal with it.
Controller here. Controller inbound.
Oh dear, I've lost one Recon. Oh my dear, how could I?
Target ID confirmed.
Wait, Connor, are the ads auto-playing? Is that a thing that's happening? I think I did enable that, but I was unsure how that would function. I think I have a like pause ads button. Yeah, I haven't like really done much research into the YouTube autoplays ads for live stream yet. It's probably something that I'm going to turn off. I don't think I'm going to really keep ads on live streams. I mean the VODs, yes, but the live streams probably not needed. Right, there we go. Just capture that.
Scout on location.
Meanwhile, the carrier and the suppression frigates are just moving slowly around in a doddery little pace. Right, let's get some more recons built just ahead of time. We can get some more suppression frigates built as well. Just because we are getting chased by some grumpy boys.
Check screens.
They just play small 3 to 5 second ones so far. Okay, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. This is not like Twitch where like you just get hit by a 20-second advert. It's like, ooh, audible, original. I've tried feeding him herbs and
Enemy strike craft.
Dragar has not healed yet. That's literally every Twitch ad, in my opinion.
Frigate is now ready.
Oh, okay, right. There's one frigate here. I'm going to send 3 fighters against it because
Shifting to engage.
I don't really want to send much of the fleet. I want to keep capturing. Okay, I'm going to need to send more, aren't I? I'm going to need to send more. I'll send. Okay, that works. What the heck just fired? Oh, multi-beam. They've got a multi-beam on my carrier. Where are the support boys? I guess suppression frigates aren't necessarily the best against other frigates. Actually, they seem way better than torpedo frigates. Way better than torpedo frigates. I mean, they're not the most accurate, but who needs accuracy?
Scout receiving.
That's fine.
Destroyed.
Okay, carrier. Flee. Flee.
Confirmed.
Get the heck out of here. Everyone else, tidy up. Tidy up all of that gubbins. And give me 5 new recon chips.
Scout ready.
Meanwhile, you guys up here and go get killing.
Scout complete.
Recon Wiz, what's the Warcrime count so far? Well, we discovered that the best way to kill people is to strap them into this tiny little box that can hold literally one guy and a gun.
Now ready.
And they go real fast. They go whee! But we've overloaded their guns with so many artifacts that they are now the most powerful unit in the entire game. No questions asked. This little guy, he's so good.
Confirmed kill. Corvette destroyed.
Select all of you. Go kill the rapid response fleet.
Say again. Frigate destroyed.
Meanwhile, my frigates over here are just struggling to even hold their own against other frigates, whilst my recon ships are literally flying across the map in the most stupid ways possible. There we go. Literally just a bunch of dead people and some very speedy boys. Make them even speedier. Whee! And there we go. The point is ours.
Enemy Corvette
God,
destroyed.
it's so effective. It's so stupidly effective.
Frigate ID confirmed.
They definitely did not want us to have 45 recon chips. That's one thing
Enemy frigate engaging.
I've definitely feel like I've come to the consensus of.
Ready. Strike ready.
I mean, at least the suppression frigates are doing a decent job of just keeping everyone busy. Like, that's good.
Scout received. Frigate destroyed. Copy that. Adjusting vector.
Right, let me group up all of the recon ships.
Group 1 reinforced.
Scout on
There we go.
Fleet. Assault frigate reporting critical
Ooh,
damage.
dangerous ships. Are these ships just literally warping in front of us? They are. That was an incredibly poor idea, wasn't it? You silly salamis. Do you not know who I am? How long will this run last? This is the final mission. This will be very, very, yes. Actually, no. Is no faster than yes? Connor, what does the question mean? What does the poll mean?
Target eliminated.
What is the unicap? There is no unicap anymore, baby. It's always recon chips. It's always been recon chips.
Hostile Corvette
Never anything else. Why would there need to be anything else?
standing by.
Group 2 assigned.
There we go, group 2. Okay, I'm going to be very interested. Okay, the battle cruiser is now spawned in.
Has entered the AO. Destroy it to complete your mission.
Let's give this a try.
HQ is sending
Let's give this a
reinforcements
try.
to assist you.
Now, I've been given my own battle cruiser over there somewhere, but I want to see if I only target the battle cruiser with all 45 range boys.
Frigate is going critical.
Is he running away? Is he actually running away? Let's see how he does. Okay, we got 45. Oh, it's looking good. Right, boost. Let's get some dodging going. Okay, we're down to 43 units, but he's down to half health. Come on, my man. Come on, man. You know what to do. Kill the boy.
Assault frigate on station.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. That went pretty good. That went pretty good. We lost 4 recons. No, 5 recons. We lost 5 whole recons. Oh.
Please advise.
What a tragedy. A tragedy, I'm sure. How will we ever financially recover from losing like 200 points worth of damage?
Corvette destroyed.
Oh, and I know I meant to leave from this point, but like
Ready.
Do I have to? Could I not just stay here with my recon ships forever and just kill the enemy and just make more recon ships?
Scout ready.
No one else will have ever attempted this because this would be very stupid. It doesn't make sense to do this. But that can be quite fun in its own right.
Frigate destroyed.
Oh my goodness. How can you initiate hyperspace? Isn't it a place? No! No, this is how Homeworld works. Hyperspace is very different. Actually, no, let's everyone target this one multi-beam frigate, please.
Scout complete.
Let's see if we can just take it down with one volley. Yes, we can. And the second one's at half health. Give it a spin around. Spinning around in hyperspace. You cannot stop my recons. You genuinely can't. It's a
Engaging frigate.
fundamental issue.
Closing. Adjust.
The one thing that can kill us is like lucky shots from fighters. Because we still don't have much armor, but like it's just good. Okay, we've got 11 recons there. Let's send them up here. That's some attack frigates. We can deal with those. Okay, we're just chasing down these assault corvettes. They're probably innocent civilians trying to flee at this point. This is probably some kind of pedestrian transportation system. This guy's just peaceful down here.
Engaging enemy corvette.
Well, he was until he died.
One enemy corvette. Full burned.
Look at this guy. Look at this little guy. Little multi-beam frigate. We can't even see what's killing him. He's dead. He died to tiny bees. Oh, I'm so good. I am so good. Alright, out here we go. I want to see what the economy stats were. Surely suppression frigates would wipe out recons in a single shot.
Enemy frigate destroyed.
No, because the fundamental issue is that recons are so cheap, it doesn't matter. Because you can get recons to sit back incredibly far back and then like fly really fast at an enemy, and by the time the like anti-recon ship is even able to aim, it's already dead because it's been like one hit. It's so good. I'm not sure if there's a system to counter the player's builds. Not yet, I don't think. What is this? Barrage torpedo artifact. It's a pattern frigate which fires torpedoes that also applies slowing effects. Oh, okay. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Not as good as a bunch of recon ships, though, is it? Mm-hmm. Question mark. God, that was effective. That was so effective. Yeah, the bomber fleet in comparison is just kind of... It's just kind of upsetting. Like, carrying experimental and unstable weapon systems, the safe return of this carrying is critical interest to military scientists of Higara. Like, I'll show you the bomber fleet briefly. Just tuned in. Is there any way to change your laser color to red to show that you're the good guy? Most of those colors are completely customizable in the accessibility, as far as I'm aware. Especially like the enemy, like pretty much all the UI. Yeah, look at these. What do we got? Heavy bomber pattern and torpedo frigate bombardment. Torpedo frigates, okay, and heavy bomber.
Sizable incarnate forces
Okay.
incoming. They are pushing further into friendly space.
I mean, I can show you what bombers are like.
Command suspects
The answer
there an
is
incarnate base within this
also not
sector.
very good.
Engage hostile forces and plot a route to their base of operations.
Yeah, let me
You
build
must
some
find
attack
and destroy
bombers.
this base.
Speed this up.
Enemy forces arriving shortly. Begin resourcing operations immediately. Command will send an objective soon.
Don't worry, I've got my best torpedo frigates on the case. They're gonna do great against these fighters. They've missed everything. Go again! Go again, guys! Oh, don't worry, you're being saved by the carrier. And the bombers. Can the bombers actually kill them? I guess they might be able to.
Hyperspace signatures
Not
detected.
really. No,
Ready for
no, they
attack.
can't. They're not very good. Bombers. I'm trying to use you guys as a nice example.
Adjusting for cap, tube cycled and ready.
The one ability bombers have is to cloak, but it's not the best kind of cloak. It's pretty temporary. I don't really see much of a use case for it at the moment, but there definitely would be once it's kind of like fleshed out and actually balanced. Is there any resources not to build? Is there any reason not to build resource controllers to get loads of resources? Well, there's a finite supply of resources. So once you build all of the resource control, well, once you mine them all, they're gone. So like, if you have 3 resource controllers when you only needed, say, 1, then it's a waste of money building resource controllers. Okay, here's bombers. Bombers are okay. I mean, if you saw that trade, we lost 1 bomber to kill 2, I think, corvettes.
Combat alert.
Which, you know, that's still not a great exchange. But I think bombers are a little bit better against fighters. Like, a little. And by a little, I mean not very good. But they're better than torpedoes. And actually, no, it looks like you guys are just dancing around each other in a very silly way. But hey, 2 torpedoes landed. Okay, yeah, torpedoes are. Torpedoes really are. Yeah. I mean, we learned something today. The response is just use range. Just always use range. Oh, so if you're going really fast through it, then it's then more helpful. Yeah, if you're going like speeding, if you're speeding through levels and your plan is to literally blitz in and out, harvest all the resources and leave, then having as many resource controllers as possible is a very good idea. But if you're hoping to like vibe out and just chill and build like a bit of a turtley formation, then yeah, that's fine. See these units doing the opposite of what they were designed to do? They suck. Okay, but a torpedo feels like it should do damage when it hits. Bombers need that height advantage. Is there a rock, paper, scissors dynamic? There is, to an extent, but it's not perfectly like ironed out at the moment. It's very, very much like early access. So, yeah. Here's the thing. I've used torpedoes in their use case scenarios of long range against frigates, and they are still worse than recon ships. Like, that is the fundamental issue with torpedoes. Yes, it's sat super far away from the fight, but at the moment they also still want to walk really close to the fight because that's just how the like AI is designed at the moment. It's not quite there yet, but it's an alpha. Like, they're literally playtesting it. If you want to playtest it, I think if you hop onto like their Discord, you can just express interest and they'll probably let you in. But yeah, it's much harder to hit a plane with a bomb than a building. I guess, yeah, definitely, you're right. But if you know, if it does hit, you'd expect the bomb to do more damage than a bullet. But the issue is at the moment, bullet beats bomb. And it's simply because the bullet is fired 10 times for every 1 time the bomb is fired. That's the issue that I see with the current, like, the recon versus range. Yeah, I think Bearded Guy puts it best. Recon Swarm is the chainsaw in a game of paper, rock, scissors. Exactly. Like, the chainsaw cuts through all of the other game design without any issue. Upgrade torpedo firing. I've done a build where I've like maxed out the range on them. I've done a build where I've maxed out the damage on them. And it still runs into just fundamental issues. With like just either not hitting enough or when it does hit, not like reliably dishing out enough damage for me. So yeah, I mean, and for me, normally when I play Homeworld, I do prefer the really long range builds. I really enjoy the like long range slugfests, but yeah, I think it's just a case of like it not quite being balanced out yet, which is fine. They've got ages, they've got a long while to do. Spiff breaking games once again. Well, I mean, I am paid to do it here. Where can I get to the Discord to ask for the alpha? I don't know. There's a big button here that says join Discord, but this is just going to open up Discord on my computer. So search Homeworld free and work from there. Reminds me of the Dawn of War 2 issue where the scouts would kill late game units by kicking them. Oh my god. Like, that's literally Baldur's Gate right now. Baldur's Gate, where it's like, hey, we've got a bunch of bosses that we've lined up on hills. Oh no, the players kicked them off. and they all died because they fell out the map. Could you do Open TTD again? Yeah, I'm definitely planning to do Open TTD again in the future. We've got quite a few plans for that and other projects coming up that we're really, really interested in. But yeah, for me, Open TTD is something I want to do, but it has to kind of like take a temporary back burner because, of course, we have to focus on like Starfield and all of that. It's a lot. This release window, I won't lie, is very intense because like I'm going away to get married in October, like mid-October. For 2 weeks I'm going to be away, and then we have literally, like, whilst I'm away, we've got a Cyberpunk DLC coming out, we've got a new Assassin's Creed game coming out. It's just a really busy season for content. Does Battlestar Galactica Deadlock ring a bell of similarity? Definitely, yeah. If you've played Battlefleet Gothic Armada 2, if you've played Battlestar Galactica Deadlock, this is kind of like a unique IP version, because I like Warhammer lore, but Homeworld lore is very... It's different. Like, the story is different to most sci-fi, and the one thing that has always carried these games, even when there's ever been like questionable design choices, be them temporary or permanent, has been the story. Has always hit really hard, and I'm confident in the story of this one because I haven't read it yet, but the lead writer is the same guy who was the lead writer on Homeworld 1 and Homeworld Cataclysm, and a bunch of other sci-fi stuff, and he is he's just so passionate. He loves writing sci-fi, and so for me, it's like, yeah, this guy's gonna be good. And thanks for saying congratulations on the wedding. Yeah, it's only taken me 5 years from proposing to Mango to get married to her, but you know, that's kind of like a speed run. Oh god. Yeah, Warhammer lore is Marvel levels of insane. Homeworld lore is subdued by comparison. Yeah, and Homeworld lore is subdued to the point where it's really big and impactful, but unlike Warhammer lore, the issue with Warhammer lore is sometimes when something big and crazy happens, it's like, oh, well, something big and crazy happened literally yesterday to these other guys. And because there's so many different factions, everything has to one-up each other. It's kind of like, yeah, with Marvel, every movie has a world-ending threat, and no one solves it. But every movie has a world-ending threat. And Homeworld is much more like, you are following the story of these guys, and there's other people in the universe, but you don't normally get to hear their opinions. Like, there's very brief moments where you get to see what it's like to be a different species in this galaxy, and it's really interesting, really, really interesting stuff. But it's still focused on this one like journey of these groups of people, and that's the kind of fun sci-fi. Spiff, you getting married inside the Yorkshire Tea headquarters? No, I'm going to New Zealand. I'm going a very long way away. Of course it's pre-recorded. Yeah, of course. That's why I'm responding to chat live. Yeah, definitely. Oh dear. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Is that similar to Halo? There are definitely like Halo elements in Homeworld, with like, in terms of like the space empires and so on, but I'd say they're all quite different. Yeah, the Homeworld spin-off game Cataclysm is probably the closest you'll get to Halo, but if Halo was played as if it was like a survival horror FPS, is how I describe it. Dig Splash, oh my god, 10 Aussie dollars. Hey Spiff, congrats on getting married, mate. Wishing you both all the very best. Thank you, Dig Splash. Yeah, fun fact, we're also technically stopping off in Australia for a day. Just for like a layover, so we thought we'd have a night in Melbourne, which should be fun. Never been to Australia. Hopefully don't die to a spider. That would be wonderful. North or South Island? South Island, New Zealand. Yep. Should be very nice. But But yeah, StarCraft lore is something different. StarCraft lore is a bit crazy. You're coming here to my home country. Oh my goodness, I am. Yes, I will be going to your home country and stealing it. That's right. I'm gonna pop it in my suitcase, fly back home. But no, I'm really looking forward. I haven't really like done adventures to like the southeast part of Asia and Oceania. Like should be good fun. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, enjoy the 70 season in Melbourne. Well, I mean, like October is Australian spring-ish time, right? Right, guys. I haven't just landed in like the worst temperature season. New Zealand, dude, that's been the number one on my bucket list for like the last 30 years. Yeah, Stefan, it was like mine as well. Like both myself and Mango really like New Zealand. It's a visually very beautiful place. The only person who like has been there in terms of like on the team is Connor Brow. Connor went many moons ago. One day he'll go back. He's not coming with us to the wedding because the wedding is literally just me and Mango. So it would have been, I think my family would have been a bit annoyed if I was like, sorry parents, you can't come, but my best mate can. He's going to be the only one there. As fun as that would have been, I think it would have probably upset my future mother-in-law quite a lot. So yeah, just myself and Mango, which is how we kind of want it. New Zealand, always wanted to go there. Enjoy a few minutes just for me, would you? Of course I will. I will. I'll enjoy all of the minutes. Every single minute. They'll be good. Will you and Mango do a Lord of the Rings skit when you're there? Oh my god, we could do. Can I come to the wedding? No, chat is not invited to the wedding. It's literally just myself and Mango getting married. That is it. No one else is present. It's going to be very cute, very wonderful, very wholesome. All of that lovely stuff. This was obviously pre-recorded. The power of Yorkshire Tea Gold allows Spiff to see into the future and talk to future chat. Oh my god, you're right. God, you're spot on. You really are. Are you going to play Starfield? Yeah, I'll play probably Starfield on Friday. That's my plan. I'll probably do a live stream. I'll see how I am. I've basically got to like clear out my system and make sure I'm not ill. But yeah, hopefully I'll get Starfield done and sorted. Can I come and get you 10 boxes of Yorkshire tea? I mean, like, you can't come to the wedding if you pay me in Yorkshire tea. No, like, what part of you can't come to the wedding don't you understand? Let me check something before I remind everyone that this existed. But there was a Patreon tier, if I remember correctly, that was yeah, I think it has gone now. Which was basically come to my wedding if you you can come to my wedding if you go for like the highest Patreon tier possible. Yeah, I got rid of it. Okay, it was $15,000 a month, and I said basically don't select this tier unless you're like a Saudi Arabian oil baron, and then you can come to the wedding. And I removed it because I realized it would be unfeasible to technically take someone out to a wedding in New Zealand, and at the same time it would probably cost the same amount as the like Patreon membership to fly someone to New Zealand. Like imagine if someone in Canada, or worse yet, I don't know, like say a really inaccessible country, donates $15,000 and have to fly them to New Zealand. That would be so expensive. If you pay for the wedding, you can come. I mean, my wedding's not that expensive. That's one of the things, because it's just us. It's quite affordable. The most expensive thing will be when we get family together, like next summer, to celebrate it in the UK. Well, family and friends. We'll have like, you know, all of the YouTuber buddies and such there, as well as like my mum running around doing her best to look after everyone as she does, and brew cups of tea that are unfortunately terrible. My poor mum, she's never been the best at brewing tea. Okay, maybe she was many years ago, but like I've left the house now for many years, and all I can say is whenever I go back and visit my childhood home and I have a cup of tea, I'm reminded of my adventures with not having bad tea anymore. You plan for kids too? We do, but not for like a long while. Speaking of kids, our like we've actually like we've got hope. Well, there should be a child coming in the next few days for the company. That's right, child for the company. One of my editors is expecting their first child in literally like the next week. So that's gonna be crazy, absolutely crazy if that happens. Yeah, it was. It's a weird thing, like to be like the head of a company. Well, to set up a company from playing video games for fun, finding an editor, and then spending so much time with them and like being able to provide them with enough financial stability where it's like he's gone and started a family. Like it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. So yeah, one little spiff. Well, it's not spiff. I can't claim the child. The child isn't mine. But yeah, it's very cool. It's what we're looking forward to. And no, it's not Connor. Connor is not the one having a child. Have you seen Connor? He's a sexual magnet, but we have to keep him locked away because otherwise he'd be fathering too many children. But yeah, it's wonderful. It's very fun though. I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, for myself and Mango, yeah, we're not looking for kids for like quite a while. We've got a lot of stuff that we want to do with our lives before we want to have children, and we're fine having them a bit later in life, as I feel like we can sink a lot more time and effort into them. I mean, I don't think I'll ever like stop doing YouTube fully, but yeah, I definitely want to like be a stay-at-home dad and stuff. That would be awesome. Spiffing Brit, in-laws are perfectly balanced. I guess they kind of are. It depends what in-laws you get. Some in-laws are amazing. Like I love my in-laws, and there are times where like, you know, it's confusing and you have to get used to another set of people in your life. And in the same way that it's really easy to forgive your family, you've got to learn that you've got to treat in-laws the same as you would treat your own family, and you've got to give them the same kind of like respect and kind of like forgiveness that you would your normal family, but also know when to draw the line. And if you do, it's good fun. Claim the child. I'm not claiming my editor's child. No, that's not how it works. Jared Wood, thank you very much for your $10. So you can congrats on the wedding. Thank you very much. Yeah, in-law lottery is real. It really is. Yeah, I got lucky. Both my future mother-in-law is very nice. My future father-in-law is pretty cool as well. Very much off doing his own thing in the world, but has gone on quite the journey in terms of his life. And so it's always fun to talk to, and occasionally get random tidbits of advice from. Spiff, do more videos. I have nothing to watch before sleep time. I'm literally recording a video right now, but well, later today, hopefully. I've been half recording a City Skylines video today, but yeah. I wish something. I wish I had gone to another country for my wedding. Oh my god, your wedding was 34k, and it was 18 years ago. Oh my god. I mean, hey, you hired a castle for a weekend. Like, that's insane. But yeah, UK weddings are expensive. I was speaking to someone from Sweden recently, and he was like, oh yeah, I did a wedding. It was like medium size and cost me like $9,000 like dollars. And I was like, no. UK weddings are like averaging 30 to 45,000 now. It's insane. It's so much money. So yeah, my wedding is a lot more affordable because it's just two of us, and we aren't doing it in the UK. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, if your family's paying for it or people are helping you pay for it, then it's fine. But in our case, we're self-paying for it, and Mango wanted to pay for half of it, so. Makes sense. We didn't want to like spend 50k doing something silly. I'd rather spend that on like doing up the house, or you know, literally anything else. Anything else than buying a very expensive experience that only lasts for one day. James, thank you for becoming a T supporter. That's very nice of you. Spiff buys 25% of the child. I'm not buying shares in a child. My friend's wedding in India was 200,000 CAD. Yeah, that's a lot of money. But at the same time, Indian weddings have to be, they're much more different in terms of like a societal impact, and your family also do chip in. And that's very much expected. And wedding gifts also reimburse, because it's more like a business negotiation at that point. Like, here's our family, here's how well we're doing, here's the other family, here's how well they're doing, and somehow money is made from the whole extravagance in some sense. But yeah. Oh dear. We spent 3k on our wedding and spent 9k on our honeymoon. No regrets. I mean, we're doing something pretty similar. Our honeymoon and wedding is basically combined into one. Hence why I'm taking like 2 weeks away. But yeah. I will bugger off, and I will see all of you later anyway, chat. This has been a really fun chat. I've enjoyed this late end of the stream, and I hope you enjoyed watching the stream. I am unfortunately still ill, which means I can't really go much further, but yeah. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Homeworld Free. If you enjoyed it, please do give the stream a like right now. You must do that. And when the stream goes offline, leave a comment about where you'd want to get married or where you'd want to marry me. The latter one isn't an option anymore. I'm sorry. But yeah, it's going to be very cool. 2 weeks where you go on honeymoon. Literally New Zealand. We're doing the wedding and honeymoon all in one go. Should be awesome. Very, very cool. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the stream. I've really enjoyed hanging out with you, even though that, of course, I pre-recorded this entire thing, my voice, what you were saying, the chat, you're all AI. It's magical how that works. But yeah, thank you very much for hanging out with me. I've had fun. Thank you, Gearbox, for sponsoring this. And if you want to check out Homeworld Free, there's a link in the description where you can. Game is out in February. Very cool. I will see all of you probably on Friday for Starfield. I know it seems insane that Starfield is literally on Friday. There will be a short coming out soon, and the short will explain how to get Starfield for free, because I thought that would be fun. I thought that would be very, very fun. That's right. I'm sure you'd all like to know how to get Starfield for free. Anyway, that's it. Stream's over. Have a nice night. Goodbye, everyone, and I'll see all of you in the next one. Have a lovely evening. Farewell.